Welcome back to Hidden Power. This is a Pokemon podcast. Today, we are discussing... Actually, no. Take a step back. We've got 5 days until Pokemon Day 2025. That's the theme of today. That's what we're talking about. That's where the energy is. I want to see it in the chat. That's where the energy's at right now. A lot of stuff's been going on. A lot of drama. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of rumors. A lot of fan theories. A lot of drama. Just a lot of fun stuff, honestly. What is it? EIUC is going on right now. There's a bunch of awesome creators over in... Is it? I don't even know where it is. I don't know if... I'm assuming it's in Europe, but does that count the UK? I'm assuming that's the UK. I actually don't even know where it is. But yeah, a lot of stuff's going on. We got friends of the show, Toby, Lord Keeper Toby, relaunched his channel. He's live on YouTube. He's got a brand new lore video over there right now. Gotta give the friend a plug. Actually, yeah, now I'm totally off script. It's Jake Steinberg's birthday. Listen, I'm off topic right now. Yeah, go. What is this? The Unova Go tour is going on, right? Can I get the black and white remakes in the chat? How's everyone doing tonight? Ben's here. Kiara's here. Red Brayloom. Kuro's here. Never Easy. Ashwood. What's up? Lucy's here. Northender's here. Nerdy Seb. SoulSilverArt will be joining us momentarily. If you're watching the VOD, there's a lot to talk about. I think this is going to be a nice little cozy stream. I wanted to come on here today and catch up with all of you. We've got 5 days before Pokemon Day. I think, for a lot of you, if you're watching tomorrow, we got 4 days left. And we got a lot of stuff planned. We'll do some plugs later in the show to let you know what we're doing on this channel, on Hidden Power, for Pokemon Day. We will be live. But we're live right now. So let's get into it. If you don't know, we're on Hidden Power's Twitter page right now. We got all the news, all the rumors are here. There's been a lot of fun stuff, right? First off, Pokemon Presents has been confirmed for February 27th. We did hear about this in a leak, that there would be a Pokemon Presents on Pokemon Day. But, come on, between you and me, we didn't need a leak. We knew it, right? Of course there was going to be a trailer or a Presents on Pokemon Day. And I think why a lot of people are excited, just setting it up. Yeah, let's go. Libra, Dusty, I'm oiled up and waiting. Yeah, dude, we're all the Tin Man out here. Legends EA. They teased us with Legends EA last year, 12 months ago. We were all speculating Johto and Unova, and they said, no, we're going back to Kalos. And that was crazy. King Nito, thank you so much for the super chat right off the bat. And if at any point, we got a lot of stuff to cover tonight, but if at any point you guys want to redirect the conversation, please let the super chats come through. You guys can always, that's just kind of a default rule, going back to our Q&As. But yeah, if you want to direct the conversation, super chat, great way to do that. King Nito with the $5. Had to stop by and thank you, lads, before this Pokemon Day hits for helping keep the hype going this past year. Legends, come on. New Pokemon Stadium. Yeah. Appreciate it, King Nito. I mean, thank you for being here. Thank you for being, honestly, along for the ride, right? I mean, this is a sentiment that I've been hearing recently, and it does mean a lot. It does mean a lot. I think we were trying to keep the hype going for ourselves, and now that, we're a year later... now that we're a year later, I guess I've realized it's not just us who have been enlightened by the podcasts. Give me 1 second. Sunday! Come here. We get an anxious puppy. All right. Yeah, dude. In Pokemon Stadium, we were talking... Okay, here's another big thing. If you're watching this, I think I can say this. Toby's live. We got 3 podcasts dropping tomorrow. 3 podcasts dropping tomorrow with Bird. with Lore Keeper Toby. You got to keep it brand accurate. So tune in. It's going to be a Sunday morning, 6 a.m. We got new episodes. We got some Patreon exclusive episodes or YouTube channel member exclusive episodes. Anyways, I'm just plugging at this point. I got a Octoshade with a $2. A full year of no news is over. Love the content. Yeah, I know. Thank you, Octoshade. Yeah, it really is kind of crazy. They've been radio silent for a year. Absolutely radio silent. Yeah, thank you, Octoshade. And I was going to say King Nito, like with New Pokemon Stadium, that was Toby's big theory. Not to spoil anything, but we talk about that in quite some detail. The puppy, there's a puppy behind me. Let's get into this. All right. New Pokemon Presents, been confirmed. We know this. Legends EA is coming up. We love it. Now, there's been a lot of rumors, and we'll get into some like serious Legends EA speculation and theories in a little bit. Yeah, and that Soul's going to be joining us briefly, so that will be we'll talk about Legends EA in a bit. But nothing has felt sweeter this week, than this beautiful rumor. And it's wacky. It is weird. It is a weird rumor that showed up on 4chan, right? And I guess I just want to come on here and talk my shit a little bit, right? Like, yes, a lot of 4chan rumors, 4chan posts are, what's up, bald guy, Bramtastic, JC's here, Epic Randomness is here. Got to just say hello to the fam. But a lot of people, their default statement is 4chan is BS and never accounts for anything real. And I'll give it to you. 99.9% of posts on 4chan are either downright like gross or evil, or there's just really fun like Pokemon wish lists, right? Essentially like a whole podcast of Hidden Power, but boiled down into just lines of predictions, right? Lines of wish lists. And I get a lot of enjoyment out of it. I think all of us get a lot of enjoyment out of these. But yeah, I think, I don't even want to really entertain any thought of anything different. I think if you're watching this right now, you also get a lot of enjoyment out of these. But that being said, every single year, something is leaked on 4chan. And there's been prior years, a couple years ago, where rumors that we've gone back to, 4chan posts that we've gone back to, we've realized actually had some credibility. Maybe we talk about that a little bit later. I was actually going to post it on Hidden Power just to kind of refresh people. Dwarfinator has been a member, Box Legendary member for 9 months. Hope you're doing well, man. Mega Carvanine, he's going to kill me. Mega Carnivine, his favorite Pokemon. Mega Carnivine or bust. But keep it up, guys. Love the content and the ideas y'all have. Got me wanting ports, Dusty. Dude, I want ports. And I'm almost at the point where I just want to say it's not going to happen in hopes that it does happen. That's really where I'm at with this. But yeah, man, thank you so much. When we're always chatting in the Discord. Thank you for your support. And again, thanks everyone who shared our sentiment on Twitter. I'll just say that this week. I think, every single year, something is posted on 4chan that is a real leak, right? So as much as you want to discredit them and say they're all BS, yes, most of them are BS, and I know that. I think everyone knows that. That's not disputed. They're fun, though, right? When we got nothing to talk about for a year, they're a lot of fun. I think they're a lot of fun. They're so much fun. They're so much fun. Like, and before there was the 4chan posts, there was the blurry images. There were the blurry Koro leaks, right? There were Reddit threads. You know? Before that, they were just YouTube prediction videos. Anyways, so this new rumor I'll give you the highlight, right? Let me give you the highlight. This is beautiful art, by the way. I don't even know who made this, but this has been circling around online forever. Pokemon Classic Collection. But this new rumor, let me just give you the headline and then we'll go through it before Soul gets here because he's not going to want to talk about it. Yeah, man, I miss Koro Koro. That was the Koro Koro magazine. Man, yeah. Do you guys remember the Smash leak on 4chan? I don't. If you're talking about, if there was a separate like Super Smash Bros. Leak on 4chan, I don't remember. But if you're talking about the starter Pokemon for Sun and Moon that were leaked because of Smash, because they were being sent to the Smash dev team and then it got leaked, yeah, iconic. Incineroar, Primarina, Decidueye being the concept sheets for these Pokemon being shared with the world a year later. Insane. Hey, the birthday boy is here. Everyone, balloons in the chat, pencils in the chat for Jake Steinberg right now. This is birthday boy. Big birthday boy right here. He's eating banana pancakes and he's tweeting. That's how he's spending his birthday. There's got to be a better way to host your birthday. Watching a movie, but stopping by to say, DustyGogoat is a filthy liar that cannot be trusted. How dare he share a post on the internet that we all know is fake? Think of the children. Appreciate that, man. That's my best friend right there. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. All right, guys. This is the highlight. A new rumor suggests upcoming classic Pokemon port collection. Let me just get a little sip of this. I'm trying to be fancy with my seltzer now, right? I've been doing Polar. I've been doing Market Basket brand seltzer forever. You know, I walk into my Hannaford's, like I see, what's Tapu Chico, Sabores, the tangerine and ginger flavor. Trying to get a little fancy with it. There are calories in this though. All right. This rumor, and I guess I'll show you the proof right here. This is it right here. This rumor says that it's going to contain, I'm not even going to do the headline. Let's just get right into it. All right. Pokemon Memories and Pokemon Reminiscence. That is what this post is saying. Both are collections of Gens 1 through 3 games. For those who don't know, right, because the generations, honestly, at this point are a little arbitrary. So if you've gotten into the series, like, within the last 5 years, the generations actually don't. I don't even think Pokemon even cares about generations. I really don't, because Pokemon Home is now backwards compatible. You can capture Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet and trade them through Home to Sword and Shield, which is a Generation 8 game. You know, historically, my old head brain says that's impossible. That's science fiction, but it's possible. I think Game Freak. I don't. Honestly, this is honestly a really cool take. This is just a cool thought process. That actually, the way Game Freak and the Pokemon Company probably look at generations is by console, right? Like the Switch, there's Gens 1 through 8. No, there's Gens 1 through 7. And then the Switch era, the generation Switch starts with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. And then I guess technically it would start with Sword and Shield because all of those games can be backwards compatible. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee really isn't backwards compatible. That's actually a really interesting thought. Anyways, both are collections of Gens 1 through 3 games. For those who don't know, that's red, blue, yellow, green, I guess, version. You got gold, silver, crystal, the Johto games. And then you have not only Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, but you also have Fire Red and Leaf Green, which are Generation 3 Kanto games on the Game Boy Advance. These titles are going to be co-developed by Nintendo, presumably Nerd. That's Pharrell Williams and his rap collective. They do the NSO emulators and the Pokemon Works, which is the studio formed by TPC and Ilka. Okay, that's great. Memories includes red, gold, and ruby, and fire red. Pretty cool. You get the edgy, you just get the fire Pokemon in one game. And then you get reminiscence. Includes blue, silver, sapphire, and leaf green. That's all the water folk. And then you get Venusaur. So, yeah, leaf green is just like randomly in there. You know, when I first read this rumor, I really didn't like the biggest thing for me. You know, you could pick apart a lot of the logistics of this. But I feel like reminiscence just is difficult to say. I feel like reminiscence just doesn't sound like a game. It's there's so many letters. It just feels like something you would not want to put on a box, right? Or write up in a, like, can you imagine? I saw so many typos on the Pokemon Company's Twitter this week. Can you, like, there's going to be, I don't even know how to spell this. Reminiscence, you know? It could be just like memories and reminiscent. No, I guess that's what I just said. Reminiscent, like an adjective, the adjective version of that, right? Or reminisce. Memory and reminisce. That is a little bit better. But if I had to look at like these specific words and think about maybe tying them to the games or the versions that they have, reminisce feels positive. Reminisce feels like meditation. And meditation does feel like water. It feels like these softer game titles, right? Blue, silver, right? Sapphire. I could feel it. Leaf green, right? Nature. Memories, though. If you wanted to make a connection, memories feel like passion. Memories feel like rage, regret, right? Maybe a little bit more negative. I guess it's up for interpretation, but kind of cool there. I do like this. This is an idea that we talked about in the past on previous episodes. I kind of like this split. I do kind of like the split. I think Pokemon games always do well. I feel like, Jake actually said this once, and I've always known this to be true, but sometimes when you hear someone say it, it becomes a little bit more real, you know? It's like just right? Yeah. And Jake said one time that Pokemon is about decisions, and it is. And I think that's been a through line through all the generations, and it always starts so carefully, so intentionally. It starts with an option between two games. And if you see these two titles, if they give us a collection, right? If they say you're going to get one box and it's got every game in it, not only does that kind of devalue the games, because if it's $60, $70 and there are, there's 12 games here, that's 70 divided by 12 is, can't do math, I don't know, like $5 per game, something like that. Like that's $4. That's horrible, right? If you split the games in half, and you're immediately making people make a decision, because you don't need all of the games. You don't need the duplicates. The whole point is that you pick one and you find a friend with the other, and then you can trade. Right? You can use your games to interact with each other. So I really do, when we talk about a port, when we talk about classic Pokemon ports, I love this model. Also, I end up with a physical cartridge, which I think is a lot. I think that's great. I want a physical cartridge. I want to be able to put something on the wall, right? To be like, I'm a better Pokemon fan than you, right? That's what I want. Okay, Brody says, asking everybody, would you pay $120 for all 11 games? Or are you going to pick and choose the standalone versions you want? I'm leaning towards the latter option myself. And Brody, I think when we kind of break it down, I think that's why they would package a lot of these games together. That way, yeah, right, 70-70 is, or I guess 60-60 is 120. Yeah, of course some people would do that. Some people bought both Sword and Shield and then both of the DLCs for each game, right? That's a lot of money. Some people would do that. But I really don't think you need all of these games. You only need one version of each game. So splitting them up, I think that just kind of makes my heart sing and makes me want to believe this is real. All right, let's get into the dangerous part of this rumor. Digital versions release this. Oh, hold on. I skipped it. This is the dangerous part of the rumor. All right, Memories and Reminiscence, you get the games. Yellow, Crystal, and Emerald are standalone digital only, but are included as a download code bonus in the physical double pack. Yeah, Brody. What would you do? Because I think people who want it, that's almost evil. I mean, I guess you can buy them digitally, right? Yeah, I guess you can buy them digitally, and that's all that matters. Hold on, I think we got a guest.
Hello.
What's up, man? How you doing?
We do have a guest.
Are you showing your face? Let's see.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm doing some finagling. How you been, dude?
I'm just not prepared.
How you been?
I'm good. I'm chill.
I heard
you. I just did a stream, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh, were you on stream or did you record a video?
It was actually a stream.
Oh, damn.
Video stream, but basically it's gonna be a VOD. So I could like edit it and save a part of it and make it a video. You know.
Oh, that dude, you're doing the dream. That's great. That's great, dude. I didn't know you were live. You said you were gonna record, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll go live. But if I knew, if I knew you were live, I would have waited.
It didn't like conflict actually at all. I like
cool.
when you went live, I was like just about finishing, so I was like, all right, y'all hop over there, and I'll be over there.
Oh, dude, I can't wait to watch that. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome.
It's kind of wild stuff, but
so I'm yapping on this port collection rumor. Bro, I mean, you and I honestly, it's been a busy week, and I don't even think I'm curious to hear what you think about a lot of this stuff.
Literally, it has been a busy week.
Yeah,
and I was saying on the stream, like the past 2 days, I did what you always want me to do, and I planned out like all of my tweets.
That's awesome.
I like literally wrote so many, and I like made a template and put them all in like when they're supposed to come out, basically.
How did that feel?
Stressful. What's up, Kiara? And everyone's out here. So cool. They did hop over here.
That's awesome.
I got to pull up the actual chat as well. But yeah, it's been a busy week. So
busy.
With that, like Pokemon Day is weighing on me right now.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Same. Hold on. Let me I just got your text. Let me actually, we just got a super chat. Or what is this? Sakuga Radio has gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so
awesome.
much, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's literally the best thing in the world. All these people get
so good.
All these people get access now. Guys, if you're new to the channel, if you're in here right now, and I know sometimes not everyone's in here when they get gifted a membership, Sakuga, thank you so much, first off. Second off, if you guys are in here, make sure after this, you check out our entire back catalog of bonus videos, exclusive content for you guys as members. You can have 30 days to watch it all, unless you re-up.
Or 1 week.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
To catch up to everything.
Yeah. Before Pokemon Day. Thank you so much, Sakuga. Thank you. All right, let me get through this, and then we can move on. I got a bunch of stuff today.
Yeah. Do your thing. I'm doing multiple things here, so I'm
cool.
Haven't checked Twitter that whole time, and
I'll keep going.
Need to work on one other thing. So
all right, I'll keep going. All right, so basically where we're at right now is like you get the 2 different versions. You can buy them separately, but if you buy them together, you get a free download code for all of those versions of the game, or you can buy 1 pack, Memories, which would include those 4 titles. And then you can selectively purchase Yellow, Crystal, Emerald as digital only. And that's kind of cool. I think, actually, something I didn't even consider. I guess Memories and Reminiscence would actually also show up on the eShop. But then that actually kind of works. Because I think something that someone brought up to me one time is like the clutter of the eShop. Like if there's like all of a sudden like 10 games, right? 10, 12 classic Pokemon games. Then all of a sudden, they all look on the eShop the exact same as a new title, which is kind of crazy. Zatumi, one of our mods, one of our friends, host of one of the best Pokemon TCG Pocket podcasts, actually the best, just became a legendary member. So thank you, man, for supporting the show.
That's great.
I think he's addicted to our content, and he wants to watch more. I think that's what that is.
I thought you were gonna say the TCG Pocket, but
that's definitely that's what that's saying. That's what that's saying. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Hope you're doing well, man. All right, so yeah, but purchasing Yellow Crystal and Emerald is, I guess, fine, but also like that's one of those things. This is one of those things that like the collector side, the Pokemon fan part of my brain hurts when I read this, because in my mind I would want everything to fit perfectly in place. I would like to have the option to buy Memories, Reminiscence, and whatever that third version physical game would be to host or have Yellow Crystal and Emerald on a single like why is that one not available for physical? Right. And that almost makes me think it's real. That's, to me, a reason why it would be real. Yeah. You know?
I think it was I don't know whose video it was, but I watched a video recently, and it was like that it would just release as a hard copy, and I feel like that would make the most sense if they did ports. Like they just do a whole a collection, just the entire collection. Yeah. And it's just gens 1 through 3.
But what would you price that? Because if it's just 60 or
price,
$70 or
70, 60, 70.
Oh, okay.
I hope that they do not make 70 a legit thing. Like that's craziness.
They probably will. I feel like they gotta.
I know they will eventually, but
Yeah.
I think it's, what is it, Grand Theft Auto that's doing that now or something?
I mean, Zelda did it.
Was it 70?
Yeah. I mean, I guess it makes sense that it's weird because like a Pokemon Classic collection, like
it should be cheaper.
Well, you would think it'd be cheaper, but there's like there's 12 games here.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Maybe even more. I'm not. Yeah, 4.
Yeah, but they're old and
like
everyone's playing them
11 games maybe, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd say full price, but I think full price would be 60.
Yeah, but then
even if it comes out next year.
Yeah, but then
it's the same thing.
Yeah, that's true. It really could go either way. Okay, so it says the digital version releases the same day. Physical releases on March 13th. And again, another, for me, credit, another little check for maybe this being real is that this person very confidently predicted March 13th. And let me check the calendar. What day is the 13th? Because something I heard, and I don't remember whose channel it was. It was just a new person that I'd never seen. I watched their video. They actually referenced this rumor. Yeah, so they said, someone fact checked me. I really don't know. But what they said was that usually these rumors will say games come out on a Friday. And what they said was like, no, a lot of games now, Nintendo games, will come out actually on a Thursday. And so they said...
Yeah, that's true, though.
That's true? Okay.
Yeah, they changed it. I think, well...
So I don't know. That feels pretty good.
It's the other way around. I think it's the other way around.
Yeah. I
think they used to come out on Thursdays, and now they come out on Fridays. They can fact check us. But I think that's what happened.
People are saying Thursday. So I heard that, and I was, it's all copium. Mm-hmm. I want this to be real. So...
Right.
Those are the bullet lists. Let's get into the conjecture now. They say they're not sure about the pricing. It wasn't shown. Digitally, all games in the collection are available standalone too. They're individual apps. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, what would they be? Like $5, $100, or $10?
Yeah, that would be weird, and that would not equal for full price.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like, so if there's 4, well, they said 4 games for $60. That's $15, I guess. Right. All right.
Yeah. It just doesn't make sense if it was like that.
Yeah.
It would have to.
That's true. 70. Yeah. Coop says $70 without the third version is a hard pass. That's crazy. You're right.
You definitely need the third version.
That's true. All right. A big talking point in the presentation. That's the thing. They're not saying like, oh, this is going to happen in like 6 months. They're saying, like, you're going to know next week. Oh, dude, I'm so excited. All right. A big talking point in the presentation is that because all games in the collection will have two-way home. Oh, my God, I forgot to talk about this. Two-way home support. The gap between gens 1 to 2 and 3 has officially been bridged. Oh, my God, dude. That's so much fun. That is so cool.
Yeah.
You can get the
I'm
Gen
down.
3 ribbons in contest battle memory ribbons on Gens 4 through 9 Pokemon. This is literally a dream come true. Nerdy Seb has been a member, a mythical tier member for 1 month. Thank you, Nerdy Seb. Hello, fellows. I predict we will get the Netflix live action show details with it being based on the Pokemon manga Funland Red. You guys mentioned maybe it being an anime, but could see more serious Pokemon shows on Netflix. I'll say this, animes can be serious.
They definitely can. But Pokemon ones have not been so far.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Do you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, I mean, I just did like my own predictions video or stream, right? And I don't know, I forgot about this. I think that this is something that is in development, apparently. And I don't know if they would reveal it now. I think it'd be more of a 30th anniversary thing. But
true.
That would be awesome. I would be so happy about it.
That would be cool.
Especially if it was like live action or something. I don't know, maybe not.
Did you see that what's it called? Concierge is now on YouTube?
Yeah.
Are you gonna watch it?
No. I have Netflix. I could watch it at any point.
Sure.
I was like, I don't know why in the world
it
matters, but yeah. Other than I think they're hyping it up for Pokemon Day.
Probably. They're like, hey, it's available. Go watch it.
I'm like 100% sure they're going to show it. Well, 99% sure.
It's funny to me that like these big companies, Pokemon is putting content on YouTube, because in my mind, I know that, like, I know what the ad rates are. Like, I know how much money they would make if they got like 100,000 views, right? If they got 1 million views, you can like crunch those numbers. And I'm just like, I think it's kind of nice. It's like actually kind of cool to think that like we're live on the platform and competing with their content right now. They're, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so big talking point is that it's two-way compatible. All these games can go in and out, which is, I think, so cool. The idea that I could catch a Pokemon in Legends EA and bring it into Emerald version, to put it into, you could catch a Pikachu and put it into Red version. I don't know why you would do that, but I would put it in Silver version, right? That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's so cool to catch a shiny and then move it into Silver. That is so cool. And literally, the home compatibility thing for me is like the biggest reason for ports. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's
so
a big draw.
So cool.
Sure.
Something I was saying earlier, Soul, was I feel like the Pokemon Company almost sees, like, I don't think they even care about generations. The way they look at it is like the Switch era is a generation. Now with home making all these games connectivity, right? Just kind of an interesting to think about, because we categorize it.
I do think that that's possible, yeah.
You know?
It is just a fan, The whole generations thing is a fan thing. They definitely take it differently. Although at this point, it's been so long that we've been calling it this way that maybe they're like, oh yeah, that's Gen 8, you know?
That's true. I mean, I could see the staff definitely thinking about it like that, but Bramtastic with the 16 months. Game Freak Inc. tier, 16 months. Bram, you're the best.
The boy.
I still think a physical release for third versions, Yellow, Crystal, and Emerald, would make the most sense. Then I would
buy it.
Yeah, 100%. Then they could release each generation base games staggered up until the 30th anniversary as digital releases. This way you get the physical and digital releases. That is cool.
It's interesting. I'm buying any physical release of those games for sure. Like, if it was a collection, 100%.
It'll be right there behind you on your desk.
Yeah, it would. It really would.
Thank you.
All of the other ones.
Thank you so much, Bram. Nerdy Seb with the $2 says, finally get Crystal Onyx if we buy the ports. LOL. That is true. Like, if they do something, Jake was bringing this up to me. He's like, because I'm emulating a lot of games right now. And he brought up to me the idea of like, they would have to do something to like for the official version, so the official version stands out. And what would that incentive be? I think for me, just reading this, it's just the home compatibility. It's making it so like everything can very seamlessly go in and out. Like, that's just awesome. But I want to finish this up. I really want to finish this up and move on. I'm taking my sweet time. I haven't really like digested it like this. You know, I read these things. Yeah. You know, you put them up, you think about them, but like just reading it it's hitting different. Home support will be rolled out per gen, though not available right away. No timeline was given online Online play is mentioned, but not other than stating you can use all link features with people near and far via local or online communications. They showed Gen 1 trades, Gen 2 battles, RS contests, and Fire Red Leaf Green Union Room. That's insane. For how specific they're getting for the trailer. Like, I could see someone seeing this trailer. Like, this actually feels so real. Someone sees the trailer, and they're just reciting what they saw in the trailer. Anyways.
Yeah.
AMA.
That does happen.
Yeah, right? Like, they're not just like, it's not just a wish list. It's like, they're like literally describing what's in the trailer.
Yeah.
AMA, I don't have access to the rest of the presentation other than the headlines, Pokemon Go, Masters EX, TCGP, Sleep, tie-in events, animation, updates, and ZA trailer. Okay, whatever. Anyways, close, shut. You guys can let me know what you think. I think this is cool. I think it feels so real. It feels real. Because it's
also
weird.
really what you want. It's really what you want.
100% it's what it is what I want.
I mean, it's what I want, but I don't know. I don't know if it feels real.
I think we talked about it earlier, but just like the little intricacies doesn't make it real, but if it ends up being real, I'll be like, those are the signs right there.
I like that it's different than other ones that are just like, ZA this, ZA that. This is like a whole different thing.
Totally,
it's really
man.
good.
No, totally. Did you watch Toby's video?
I did not actually watch it. I was so busy today, first of all, but second of all, I clicked on it the second it came out because I got a notification on my phone, and I think I was the first person on it, and I literally paused it, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch it later because I was watching a soccer game at that point in time. So I haven't watched it yet. I also just want to enjoy it and actually like listen to it. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes I could have left it on and like
to help him out, but you actually want to watch it.
Yeah, I actually want to like engage with it.
No,
so.
totally.
Yeah,
totally.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it. Actually, he had shown me he had shown us like clips earlier on.
Right. Yeah.
And watching it during my daily routine and like actually being attentively like listening to it, it hit different. I was like, this is amazing. Like, I feel like we had so much criticism, like, oh, maybe this should change, But like watching the final product, like when I was in the car going to like throwing out the garbage, right? Like doing like a daily task. I was like, this hits, and I'm learning something. Like I was like, wow, I actually didn't know a lot about this lore, or I have forgotten about it, which is exactly what he set out to do. So that's just like awesome. Yeah. It's just so awesome.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, now that you're here, we can definitely talk about Legends ZA stuff whenever you want. I don't know if there's anything on your mind that you want to jump to. Something that it's leak related, but I guess I'm just thinking out loud. Like, we started to see there was a rumor the other day of like this, this image that popped up. It's like concept art. Guy. Yeah, it's so cool. Yeah, it's it's like a Necrozma cell, right? Which is interesting. It's so cool. And then earlier today there was like a what was it? There was like I think it was actually last night. There was a like a screenshot of Sycamore or whatever. Yeah. And I don't think this has any, I don't think this or really the other one have really any credibility. I just, even though people, here's the thing, the leakers or the Terra leaker does have access to the game and is choosing not to release it. So in my mind, because we're so far away from ZA actually releasing, I'm like, nothing's actually gonna get out. Like, we're too far away. It really could could leak. But I don't know if you. I guess I just want to hear your take.
The hype got me on that one because I was
on
like,
what, this one?
Yeah,
the Sycamore photo. Yeah,
yeah. What ended up happening yesterday was I heard some things, and then Pori leaks like hours later was like, stuff's happening, and I was like, oh snap! I'm like, stuff might be happening, because I had already heard things earlier in the day, and apparently stuff is happening behind the scenes with them, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if I believe it just because I know them.
Yeah.
But
friends of the show.
Yeah. And I hopped in that Discord like right away. But they do it every time, every game. Yeah. It's like they make this fake Discord that is just kind of hilarious. And everyone just goes nuts in there, and then someone's like, I got the game, But the thing is that's usually when it's like
about to
like,
release.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
we're
about to release.
2-3 weeks out from like global
Right.
release. Yeah.
Right. And I was just like, I didn't even think about that until later on, and I was like, oh, duh, no one has this game.
Yeah.
No one has it, so there's no way that it could
dude,
actually.
That's
leak,
actually
except for
that's so good to
guy.
hear, because I actually felt the same way. Like in our little social media chat, someone like popped up an image, and I was like, hold on. I'm like, whoa. I disassociated. I was like, what time is it? Like, what day is it?
Yeah.
I was like, this can't be real. And then I thought about it a little bit, and I'm like, of course not. But
I'm glad you thought about it. I did not. I actually.
They caught me off guard. I was like, hold on. I'm relaxing
Yeah.
on the couch. Should I be live streaming?
I was like kind of hype the whole night. I was like,
Oh,
whoa,
shoot.
what's happening?
Oh my god. Okay.
But it got. That's what I mean. It got me because I should have been using the rational part of my mind and being like,
Yeah.
oh, that there's no way that this is actually happening right now.
Well, the
But
FOMO
first,
hits, you know?
It just got me.
Yeah. The FOMO
And
hits.
then I saw the image and I was like, this could be real.
Yeah.
I looked at his hand and I was like, that doesn't look real, but it could
No.
be real. Like
No.
the whole thing. Because I'd never seen that sycamore before though. Like I don't recognize the model. Do you know what I mean?
Sure, yeah. People said that
And a lot of
model
people
just
didn't.
looks like it's straight from X and Y.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's like spliced or something together too, because somebody like made it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Just
So
for
this is like his battle sprite, I guess, from
Yeah, the hand does look similar.
Yeah. But what's also crazy is like, even if something looks real, like, right, our friend Cardinal, like, there's so many talented people who can just make whatever they want. And just, and I'm not saying he would do this, but I'm just saying, like,
He could have got somebody to do it.
like, I'm like,
Somebody
he
could have
made
got him
these
to
and
do
these
it.
look so good. And
Yeah.
if you put these in a scenario that looks like it's a battle, battle scene,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And, like,
why
made the
can't it
screen,
be
like-
real, you know?
Because it would be something that we'd never seen before. So.
Yeah, exactly.
And I also was like watching the chat and seeing what they were saying, and they were all like, "I don't recognize this. This
Yeah.
is something." And I was like, "Dang, it might be real."
Yeah.
And then
I didn't think so, but
I sent it around, and people were like, "Nah, that's fake." And I was like,
Nice.
"Okay."
all right, check, cross it off. I know we got to talk about like what we're even going to be doing for coverage, because I don't actually want to spoil people with real stuff, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you
This
posted
stuff's-
it, I was like, "Dang, I don't know." I don't know.
I didn't think it was real, so I was like,
No,
I'm just
yeah,
setting
that
this
makes
out.
sense.
This is fun.
I like. Duck Dad said dubious. And I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah,
you
yeah.
used dubious.
That's
very creative.
I did write this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dubious.
fun.
It's the dubious disc. But I don't know. Like, this came out, and then I don't think this was ever debunked. I'm assuming it's debunked, but
Oh, it's just debunked on delivery.
oh yeah,
Yeah, like instantly when I see it, like this, I wish that this was real. Cardinal did a really good render of it.
oh my
and
gosh, yeah,
I just wish he was a little real,
yeah.
kind of squishy, but not squishy.
It's interesting because we had theorized that. It's funny because, like, you know, after spending like a year theorizing, I'm like, I'm starting to see our theories pop up as like inspiration for these posts.
Oh, 100%.
Like, it's just kind of cool. I mean, I don't really know if there are theories, but it's like, you know, it's like,
I don't know if
we've
it's from
talked
the
about
podcast,
this.
but like
We've
yeah,
talked about
but
this.
Things I post on Twitter too. 100%. Sometimes I'm like, this is just taken straight up from all of that.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
it happens.
Pokasutami debunked it. Yeah, yeah, Dwarfinator. That's great. Yeah, she's good for that. She's good for that. But anyways, this guy's kind of cute. I haven't even read this in a while. I read it when it first came out.
How about the like screenshot when I took it and then you took it too? It's like
this right
it was
here?
like Moot's. Yeah, it was like Moot's screenshot. No, like of the actual
this?
rumor thing. Yeah, like you can see at the top that it's a screenshot from a cell
Sure.
phone. It wasn't mine, and I took it, and yeah, he was like, they don't even credit me for this or whatever. I was like,
It could have been
I was
my
like,
phone.
it's
My phone's
just a
usually
rumor, bro.
unread.
You know what's funny is I completely didn't
Yeah.
see it, and then I went to 4chan and looked it up myself.
Yeah.
But I still used the screenshot that I had originally seen, just because I wanted to see if it was like a what is it, like a current leak and not one that had happened like months ago, and I was just randomly posting it now. But yeah, so
Yeah.
that's kind of how that ended up going.
Do you have any? I kind of want to read through this, but do you have any? Maybe before we do this, do you have any theories that you've been pushing out on your Twitter that you want to highlight?
Theories, not too crazy.
Or any like topics that maybe you had been thinking about? Because I do kind of want to talk about this at some point.
We can. That was so funny.
I'll wait for Lumi. Lumi. It sounds like Lumi's coming, so we'll hold on.
Yeah. All right. That tweet though, like it was at nothing, and I retweeted it, and it became what it is today.
Yeah.
If you see the likes, I don't know if you can see.
Yeah. No, he's actually.
Like, well,
or this person's been. Let me see. There was something that they posted that I was like, this is incredible. I think it was like
a good artist.
I think it was like an NK post. They were like, oh, the Switch can flip. The like. NK is gonna survive another generation. I thought that was so funny.
It's genius.
Yeah,
I wish
really
I had
is.
come up with this.
I know it's so good. It's so good. Yeah. Okay. We'll talk about the X and Y Pokemon in a little bit when Lumi hops on.
If he hops on.
Yeah, dude. This flying type evolution. I've never seen this.
You like it? I feel like it's a better than like the wing ear ones.
The wing-eared ones is kind of... Well, you know what this is? It's flying type, but it's the focus of it is wind rather than literally flying, right? Mm-hmm. It's like, what do you want? It's like, what represents the flying type more? And we actually did a whole video on this. But is it Pidgey or is it Tornadus, you know?
Yeah.
And I think it's Tornadus. Tornadus is... Like, flying type is the wind type. So that's actually really cool.
I'm a sucker for like clouds like that.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. So like anything that looks like that, I'm liking it.
It looks less. I think this design, I mean, it's a clean render, but I think the design doesn't really read like a cloud to me. Like I actually feel like this has more elements of like a dragon.
I did feel like it might be a dragon. I had to double check just to make sure that I posted this without being like, oh, it's a flying type, but it's actually a dragon type. But no, it is a flying type. But it does look a little dragon-like.
Yeah. Every time I post about the flying type evolution and that whole like thing about like how Game Freak didn't make something because it was too similar to a fan design.
Yeah, sad day.
Yeah, it is a sad day, but it's also a good day because when we do get a new evolution, it's actually going to be a super unique design, you know?
Yeah.
Like this. I mean, now it can never be this, but
as long as they don't see it. As long as they don't see it, we're good.
Yeah, let me unlike it so I don't spread it. Yeah, I don't know, but have you been have you I don't know, when it comes to ZA, like what are you most excited for? Like we're a week away now, you know? Like have you been thinking about anything specifically with ZA? Or we can get right into this rumor if you don't got anything.
I don't have much, but I've been thinking about it a lot. Yeah. I literally wrote up like 20 tweets, you know, so it's like a whole bunch. Hey, it's the Cardinal thing is right there.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Let me think for a second. Yeah, no, I mean,
I really want to know what's going on with the shiny Zygarde core. That's the biggest thing for me. I feel like, yeah, dude, it would be cool if I don't know. I feel like that's gonna turn. It's shiny, so it will turn into a shiny Zygarde, and I don't know. I think about it. I'm like, is that gonna be the is the Zygarde that we fight in ZA gonna be like canonically shiny? That'd be so cool.
I don't think so, but we'll see. Who knows? That'd be really cool.
All right, let me recap this rumor real quick. This was from earlier in the week. We posted it on our Twitter. All right, we're gonna read this real quick. Partner Pokemon. Actually, I'm gonna skip right to the ZA stuff. There is actually some kind of cool things where Sada and Turo come to Masters, and they have Slitherwing and Iron Moth. That's actually pretty cool. That's soul coded.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, new trailer for ZA set in present day Kalos. Very cool. Honestly, the closer we get to the release date, the more I want to believe that it's like modern day Kalos. Like, how cool would that be?
I'm not too too crazy about it. But
No.
no, because I don't want a X2Y2. I want freaking the
Yeah.
past Kalos or the
Yeah.
very far future Kalos.
It could be
Something
modern
different.
day, but then it's like you have access points to glimpses of the past. That would be cool.
That would be. I'm hoping
Actually,
something like that.
not to harp on this, but like, yeah, if you're like in modern day, that's where like there's like an infinite amount of people and side quests, and there's all this stuff going on. But to change the present, you have to go into the past, and when you go into the past of Lumio City, that's when it's like wild,
Yeah.
and that's where you're able. That's why you're able to.
Isn't
Like what if it functions just like Legends Arceus, right? Legends Arceus, there's a hub, and you go to these different locations,
right?
and like
Yeah,
mechanically, that could be mirrored in ZA if the hub is present day Lumio City, and the places that you go to outside of the hub are those quadrants of Lumio City. But when you go to them, it's in a different timeline, a different time zone, or time zone, time period, different time period.
Time. Yeah, that's right.
That'd be,
yeah, I want that.
I didn't
But
care
isn't
about
that
it
just
too
like,
much, but I just
Isn't it like Tears of the Kingdom? So much. I feel like.
Well, with Tears of
I
the
don't know if you
Kingdom,
played it.
yeah, with Tears of the Kingdom, I don't think you actually go back in time. You just get glimpses of the past that explain the
There's
present.
like cutscenes. They're cutscenes. You're right.
Yeah, but
Which I would also be okay with, but it just like at that point it's like why?
yeah,
You know?
man, playing
Like-
Arceus, there are so many cutscenes, which really enhance
there?
this. Yeah.
I mean, I remember the beginning being so long, and just like people talk about Sun and Moon, but the beginning of Legends Arceus is so long.
Yeah.
But then I don't remember many cutscenes after that. I mean, I know there's some, obviously, but
Yeah.
I don't remember.
No, like when
lot.
you're playing through the game and you get to like Cleavor, for example, right? There's a whole.
It's true. Like
cutscene.
every noble does have one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think there's other ones beyond that as well. But I think the cutscenes actually, I've been kind of sleeping on them. Like I feel like the cutscenes enhance whatever you're up to. Like they really do make a difference. You know,
Mm-hmm.
at setting the scene of whatever you're about to, see. Right, in a way, it just kind of like elevates the experience because like you're playing instead of playing the game from the limitations of like gameplay. You're just watching a movie. That's awesome. I think it's so cool. And you can it also like allows the creators to make the Pokemon or whatever you're looking at more closely represent like how they intend for them to be represented. So Cleavor's like doing spins, right, to cut down trees and stuff. It's crazy.
He does like that giant jump and spin.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's so crazy. All right, so the new trailer, Kalos set in present day. You work with Sycamore in Quasar Initiative to turn Lumiose into a mecca for people and Pokemon alike. Basically the same gameplay as Pokemon Legends Arceus. 8 different parts of the city. There's 5 districts, outskirts, sewers, and the central hub. You have a device that has a new Porygon form, which is Porygon AI.
I wonder if that's what that like little picture is supposed to be. Like, because I'm the one that kind of just made up it being Necrozma. It looks like.
It looks like
right?
Necrozma to me.
Yeah, but I was just like, there's no place that says Necrozma. It just looks like.
Does it not say at the bottom?
No, I don't think so. We keep reading. We'll get there, right?
Yeah. Hold on, I keep clicking the wrong thing. Here we go. Your missions shape how Lumiose look, and the missions adjust to that. So, like, as you play through the game, it's kind of what we're saying, but it's like, yeah, the more you do, you get to see the results of what you do, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Porygon AI begins glitching out and causing space-time rifts. Cool. 2 other
like
Sycamores. That is cool. 2 other Sycamores, a younger and an older one, come through the rifts and warn about how certain actions affect certain things, including the awakening of a dangerous Pokemon, later revealed to be a new one called Oroboda. Very cool. And this is kind of like the Almighty Arceus thing, you know?
Yeah. I think that's what that little guy's supposed to be.
Oroboda.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder, I'm like, You know what? You know what's kind of crazy? I mean, not really, because it doesn't have the same tropes. But like, I feel like Paldea, the Gen 9 games, did a really good job introducing new forms of Pokemon that aren't really forms, but they're like variants, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's like Blood Moon Ursaluna is a form, but it's like not actually connected to Ursaluna, right? It's like a mutation. There's a lot of mutations, right?
Yeah.
And I wonder if this is similar of a thing where like it resembles Necrozma, it resembles Zygarde, but it's not. It's something different. It's just like a parallel version of it, an evil version, a counterpart. Truly,
Sounds fun. Yeah. I could see it.
And then we got, here we go, Aura Boda. So cool. What do you think about that name, Aura Boda? The aura to me just reminds me of Mega Evolution.
I mean, the aura is the whole thing is that they're aura Pokemon, the legendaries. They're like the aura trio.
There's the fairy aura, the dark aura, and then there's the Zygarde has an aura as well.
Aura break.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the name itself is not that great, but I like aura being in the name is fun.
Yeah. The rifts cause Mega Evolution spikes, setting up the 5 boss battles. I know. He goes, I know they're Gogoat, Florges, Aegislash, Heliolisk, and Noivern. The trailer only shows Gogoat. Oh, that's sick. And these are Mega Evolutions. Mega Gogoat, Mega Florges, Mega Aegislash, Mega Heliolisk, and Mega Noivern. Interesting.
I mean, those are
just Pokemon.
Anyone can pick any of them, right?
Yeah.
Those are popular ones, though.
It's true. I kind of forgot Heliolisk was a Gen 6 Pokemon.
I actually think that one's like less likely, even though because I feel like it should get an evolution more so than a Mega.
I could see it
one day.
Yeah, I could see it.
Oh.
It's kind of like a Primeape,
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
Additional new Megas include the Kalos starters, Xerneas, Evoltal, Zygarde, Auraboda, and Pokemon Legends ZA's starters. Interesting. They don't say the starters, though. Well, they actually do say the starters, but what is it?
They said Auraboda gets a Mega? Is that what I heard?
Yep.
Fun. I'd love to see that little guy just become like a big dragon creature.
It is cool. I think the only other Pokemon that was like introduced and then was given a Mega was Deontay. And you actually have been tweeting quite a bit about Deontay and how it was kind of intended to be special in that way.
Did you watch Lumi's video on it? He did a video like
no, I didn't see
the same kind of thing.
No, I didn't see it.
It's basically the same kind of theory. It's funny because he texted me after I had made mine, and he was like, "You get me back for something that I stole from you, or something that it's because we had similar ideas. We didn't steal from each other on purpose or anything, but
that's funny.
It's pretty funny.
That is funny.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool if like Auraboda. I mean, it's just. I mean, if there is a new Pokemon and if it gets a Mega, that's pretty weird and wild to. Because I think what I like about that is that like both forms are intended or were created at the same time. So there's probably going to be there's going to be a very clear through line, right? You don't just take an existing Pokemon and add to it. You don't have 15 years of, afterthought to change the design. Mm-hmm. It's pretty consistent. Auraboda is a counterpart to Zygarde, also a snake and a dragon, with the ability to shapeshift and has cores of its own. Rainbow and more angular. It's said to be the mother of Xerneas, Evoltal, and Zygarde. Wow.
Huh.
I missed that detail. That is interesting. That's very like lore focused,
Oh, dude, when I first saw this, I didn't even read it. I just literally posted it because I liked the picture so much. I skimmed it. Right?
Yeah. I always skim them, but I'm like, I'm not sitting there like studying them.
Yeah, no, that's the first I even like heard of that. I like that idea.
I do like that. Yeah. Let's see. The trailer ends with the release date of July 25th. The starters then run on screen: Piplup, Snivy, and Scorbunny.
Of course.
Yeah, and that to me is the nail in the coffin for why I think this is fake.
But bro, if it was actually them, And
If it
everyone
actually
got it
is
right.
them, I'll be
And
like,
everyone got it right.
if it's actually them, I'll be like, that's great. Like, it is cool to think that like we predicted it.
I want it to be them. Yeah, I would love for it to be that trio, but also it would be insane if it was that trio. Like everyone would be like, "We got it right," you know, like people would freak out.
Yeah. And everyone, and I'm trying to think, who was the first video that I saw? It was either MNJTV or it was
Hoops.
Yeah, or Hoops.
I personally think it was Hoops that said it first, but I mean, people.
Well,
online,
I think that
like,
two
on Twitter,
videos came out the same day. Actually,
yeah.
No, man, I gotta go back to like our videos.
I'm pretty sure it was them too, but
they got their videos
two
out, but I'm
you
sure
mentioned.
Someone had already said it.
Yeah, no, I
right.
almost, if I remember correctly, I think I might have said it very early on, but maybe not before them, to be honest.
Yeah,
because I think I was thinking Litton more than Score Bunny.
Yeah,
but
yeah, Gaius. They say it's 4chan. Of course, it's fake. 9 times out of 10. And we talked about this earlier, but it's like we're looking for the one. We don't need 9 times. We need one. And it's like a week before the presents. And every year something leaks, either from 4chan or from an actual leaker. You know?
Yeah, especially the closer we get. Like I would say the day before the Pokemon presents.
Oh, it's gonna leak. It literally will leak.
Yeah, even possibly the day of.
Yeah,
like a couple hours before they do it.
Like I'll
and at
never.
That point, I will not read it. I will not read it at that point.
Was it Koo who leaked? He threw out the emojis the day before or the day of, the morning of the Legends Arceus presents.
For the starters.
Yeah,
I think it might have been Legends Arceus. It was whenever Scarlet and Violet was revealed.
So it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't Koo. Maybe it was the Chinese leaker. Is that the same? Those are different people.
Yeah, they're different people.
Yeah,
but I think Koo did as well when it was the SV starters. But I think he got it.
Yeah, maybe actually no. I am thinking about the SV starters. Yeah, there was it was a cat and a croc and a duck. Yeah, I do remember that. Insane. Yeah, 999 out of 1,000. I
agree with James on that one. It's really 999 out of 1,000. Yeah. Until Pokemon Day though, then it's
gonna be real. It's gonna be real. Something will be real.
I don't want to know at that point. I really don't. I'm just like, bro, we got like an hour left. Actually, most times it drops while I'm sleeping, and I wake up to the Pokemon Presents, and I'm like, oh, it already leaked. That sucks, but I'm not gonna look at it right now.
Yeah.
I do look at it a little here and there because everyone's already talking about it. I hope it doesn't happen. I really hope it doesn't. It doesn't happen every time. I hope it doesn't happen.
Do you think Lumi's joining us soon?
That's a question that only Lumi will know.
He said 10 minutes and it's been 20 minutes.
Yeah,
he's having a real life conversation. Well, let's just get into it then. I do want to talk about this.
You can text him though. Text him.
All right, let me send him a text. Just because this won't even be long. This will be. I just thought this was fun, and I do have something to say about it.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, I'm just working on the big tweet for tomorrow. Basically, I have so much to like actually post, and I don't have enough time to do it. But I'm gonna have to work this week too. No, I didn't take off work for the whole entire week.
Yeah, I definitely got some stuff to do. Yeah, dude. What have you been up to? Let's just chill for a sec. What have you been up to?
Literally this. Like, this is what I've been doing. Tomorrow's my cousin's birthday. I think we're going over to their house.
Nice.
Stuff like that. Oh, my friend got engaged. Just life things. Sorry, I wasn't actually talking to the microphone. But yeah, just working and working on Pokemon Day. Like, Pokemon Day is literally taking over my life.
Oh, right, absolutely. Now. I was looking at my forecast for like the month. I'm like, all right, this is the money I have for the mortgage this month. And I was like, I'm down. And then I was like, oh, I've been spending all my time on the podcast for Pokemon Day. I was like, oh my God, I got to focus on like real life for a little bit. Yeah. Nerdy Seb, thank you so much for the $2. The Legends Arceus trailer leaked during presents.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. I vaguely remember like texting my friends being like, guys, I saw something. I don't know if it's real. It sounds too good. And then it was real.
It didn't really look real. It didn't look real, and it was the first. It was the first thing, like ever, that we've seen of something like that. Like I would have been like, "What is this?" You know, because we'd never seen anything like it before.
I just remember having like the thought of the leak in my mind when I was watching the trailer. You know.
Yeah.
Insane. Yeah. Yo, Pocus to Tommy, how you doing?
Hey,
she's in the chat right now.
That's awesome.
I know it's probably been a little while now, but congratulations. I haven't talked to you on your new child. Congratulations on that. That's
baby.
awesome.
The baby.
Those leaks slides were the best. Those leak slides. Which ones?
The ones for Legends Arceus. They really were. And like nobody knew what Sneasler was for such a long time.
Yeah.
Like, is it a bug type? Is it Nuzleaf? Everyone thought it was Nuzleaf.
Oh my god! Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, dude, it was like it was like climbing on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! Yeah,
there were so many like artworks of it.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's amazing.
It's great.
Infamous.
Yeah,
this will be a VOD later.
It was like literally. Oh, Lumi, hello.
What's up, Lumi?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah.
Good. How are y'all? Hang on,
Good,
I'll have
man.
my camera up in a second.
This is my favorite when I say I'm gonna go live and you guys actually show up.
Actually come through.
Yeah, this is awesome. Let me see if I can get us all in here. Oh, Lumi's here.
Lumi knows all about the most beautiful time, which was the Legends Arceus. Just like hype.
Oh, the leak cycle.
Yeah,
just everything. Like,
dude,
it was so good.
The riddle collage was peak Pokemon leaks, honestly.
Yeah. How do you sound so good right now?
Do I sound good?
Yeah, you did something with everything in it. Your audio has been amazing since.
Dude. Oh, well, like, was it last episode?
Yeah.
2 that we recorded?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'm noticing
people that I can't talk about, I guess, because spoilers.
No, I already said it. Toby's going to be on. We have 4 episodes coming out with Toby tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.
Do we have 4? I
Sorry,
thought we only had 3.
3 episodes with Toby. Sorry.
3. I was about to say we did 4.
Sorry.
We just recorded for like what 6 hours. So
It was there was a little bit of a break in there, but yeah, we got 2 episodes. We have an episode where it's just a chat with Toby, and then we have an episode where like about personal life and stuff. And then there's it's about YouTube as well and stuff. But then there's also an episode about chat's getting covered a little bit. Hold on. Soul's like sleeping when he like turns his head.
I'm not sleeping.
No, I know you're not.
I'm working on a whole big tweet thing.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm listening and
yeah, but we are and then there's another episode with Toby about his predictions for Pokemon Day, so that's coming out. And then it's going to be good. But all right, Lumi. Actually, yeah, Lumi. How's your day been? Let's warm up. How you been?
I mean, it's
I love that you're here.
It's been a day.
Yeah,
it's been a day.
Has it been?
Oh yeah.
What's been going on?
It's been a day.
What's been going on?
Well, so we are. So my job does not offer a retirement plan.
Ooh,
so we are opening a like an IRA or something. I gotta talk with a guy on Monday.
Yeah.
Just so we have a retirement plan. But like, it's just like there's different types. I know nothing about money, so like I mean that's what the guy's there for, and he's a family friend, so it'll be good. But it's just I don't know. It's
stressful. Surely
that can't just be me. Where like when something's so straightforward and good, like it's a good thing, is stressful.
No, totally. Yeah, dude, I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I also work for myself, and I don't have a proper retirement. I have some Bitcoin. I do have money in a Fidelity account, but I haven't added to it forever. Those are just like old IRAs from like when I got like a 401k when I did work for a job, but I haven't touched to it, and I feel guilty every day that goes by that I'm not adding to it. Lumi, we did get some super chats. I just want to read these.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, dude. I mean, yeah, you being stressed about that is very normal. I should be.
Yeah. And it's one of those things though too, where like you're stressed about it, and even if it's normal, you feel kind of dumb being stressed about it. You know what I mean? Like,
no, dude, they don't teach you this stuff in school.
Thing,
They don't teach you about this stuff.
Why? Why do they teach us calculus in school, but they don't teach us like tax tax stuff, writing a check. Is that not dumb?
I mean, I guess all the doctors and all the smart people who have like big fancy jobs are probably like, they teach us calculus because it got me ready for college.
Right, but then that should be like when you go into that specific major, right? Like if I'm majoring in journalism, I'm not learning about surgery, you know?
Sure. Yeah. All right, hold on.
But now you're here to escape, right?
Yeah.
Let's go into the Pokemon sphere.
Absolutely. Yeah, I did get. I'm gonna send you all this, because I got something done in my room and it's very nice and gonna be very helpful. I put up a second monitor and sent and connected it so that I have like 2 computer screens. So like right now I've got y'all here in front of me.
That's
it. Then right here I have the chat so I can be watching the chat and y'all at the same time without shrinking screens or anything. Nice. But that's nice. I feel fancy.
Yeah, you are, dude. You are. I gotta get that going.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah, me too.
We got a super chat by Squirtle Master Kenobi. Thank you, and hope you're doing well. Thank you for the $10. That's gonna go straight to Lumi's retirement plan. This Pokemon drought has been rough. I'm glad we will get info soon. I really hope if we don't get Legend ZA until fall, that we get some kind of port collection or NSO update with the old games. I hope, man. I hope. Yeah, Lumi, you jumped in, but
I do not want to hear that. I don't even want to hear the mention of it.
You don't want to hear the mention of NSO updates, or you mean
not that. Part? No, the fall part.
Dude, I know it. I'm trying to just go ahead and accept it. You know.
Yeah.
No, I want nothing to do with it.
Oh, something.
So you're just not accepting it. Soul's gonna will it to be earlier.
I am. I'm just praying at this point.
Yeah, man. I hope we get shocked. I hope we see the direct, we see the presents, and they go, "This is beautiful. This is beautiful." Guess what? It's coming out May.
Tomorrow.
I would just or what if they were like, "It's coming out." No, there's no shot it comes out like a month later.
Legend ZA will be available after this present.
I would. There's no way, but that would be so funny because it would be crazy because like it's the whole thing about like the game leaks a week beforehand and they would like get one up on everybody that leaks the game every year. You know, it's like, we got you this time, you didn't even know. And
Suckers.
It's just
Yeah. I mean, you could do that too if they were like, we're going to make it available on the eShop today. Cartridges will go out next week or something like that, you know? Because that's the issue is someone gets a cartridge early. But you could, and guys, chat, just so y'all are aware, I am not saying this is happening.
No.
Yeah, he's saying, he's saying it's happening.
It is possible to do. Like, they could do it, you know? They won't, but like, it is physically possible. Let's put it that way. Probably not fiscally possible though.
I don't think so.
Quite bad for them financially to do that.
I feel like the fact like it almost makes me think that they went because they went 12 months without telling us anything. It really is just solidifying to me that like last year that trailer was just to just give us something to chew on. You know?
Yeah.
Especially
and it's actually going to come out at the end of this year. That's like...
Especially when you factor in the Power World stuff, too. Because, like, right before it, you had the Power World stuff circling. And I don't think Pokemon was threatened by Power World. Like, I don't think they thought, oh, no, we're screwed, you know? But I do think they thought, like, you know, we have a lot of people looking at this game and clowning on ours, so let's make them excited. Like, let's not make this the discourse that starts the year, you know?
Yeah.
Because you figure if there was no game last year, which there wasn't, then you don't want all the talk to be about how, oh, look, this indie game is so much better than Pokemon. You want to shift the conversation and go, guys, this new Pokemon project's insane, you know, even if it's not out.
I mean, I've been talking about it since then, so it worked in a way. It's not that bad. They should just gave us a little tease or something throughout the year last year, but whatever.
I guess it makes sense, though, that, like, if there was going to be a gap year, it would make sense that the gap year would not interrupt this title and Gen 10, right? Like, in another world, we got ZA last year, and we're riding the hype of that right now. Like, we're playing the game. It's still... But actually, no, at this point, almost March, if we got ZA last year, like, at November at that regular time, we'd be like the YouTube videos would be done. We'd still be doing theories. We'd be excited. We would still be excited. We'd be looking forward to next year.
We'd be looking at Gen 10. Like
Yeah.
we'd be like, okay, well,
Yeah.
you know, this week Gen 10's getting announced,
Yeah.
right?
And then watch it not. So like the excitement, I think what could feel really good, and we have been thinking about this, is that we're gonna have an entire year of ZA hype, and that leads into Gen 10 hype, which is the 30th year anniversary hype, which it could be so much more after that, and momentum into Generation 10, extending to Gen 11. Like I just feel like if they're gonna take a gap year, I'm done. Like we did it. It's over. Now it's like there's so much to look forward to, and the momentum's gonna be great.
Yes and no though, because it's also like what me and him were texting, and it was just, what if they only give us like 2 trailers or something for the rest of this year? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, yes, we get information that we can, that'll hold us over until it comes out, but it's still a long wait, man.
Sure.
If it was to November, that's a whole basically another year.
Yeah.
If it's to November, one could assume that they're gonna follow the same cycle that they do with like, you know, any other game that's been announced in February and is coming out in November, which means that we will not see anything else on it until May or June. And that thing we see in May or June could just be, hey, here's the box art and official release date for November. Because that's another thing too, is they probably won't tell us like, oh, it's November, 21st or whatever. They're going to tell us like it's holiday 2025. And then later on in the year, we'll find out it's specifically November 21st, which would be my prediction date because that's the Friday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But
that's
then
so late too. The 21st is late.
It is.
Yeah.
It's the day before my birthday, so that'd be kind of perfect. But then you have August they would do like a big trailer, and that's when the hype would start. But that's still just, man, you can't drop something, go a year without saying anything on it, and then be like, and here's this, see y'all in August. That like we're not sharing anything else until August. Ugh, that would hurt.
It would hurt. It would actually hurt. I was waiting for Pokemon Day to be like this, and I still am waiting. I'm not giving up hope, but I will be disappointed if that's the case. I really will be. With that whole thing, and I'll be just like,
and especially because the release date would be the thing they drop at the end of the trailer, right?
Yeah,
and so that is not a fun thing to end the presents on. Like, boom, here's your starters. It's Snivy, Totodile, and Litten. Boom, here's Mega this. Boom, there's Mega that. Boom, Mega Zygarde right at you. And it's this hype trailer, and you're excited, and then it's like not coming out till November.
Yeah,
and
deflation, dude.
Oh,
literally
deflation.
And I'm hoping that this is not actually going to manifest in reality.
Yeah.
God, I hope not.
If we predict it, the opposite will happen. We also got a super chat by Sakuga Radio. Thank you, man. I want Mega Dragonite to debut in the Postman anime, which would be insane.
Yeah, that was that idea by Bram. I think.
Yeah.
Bram said that.
Bram had said that.
That's
he had
sick.
said that in our call-in show because the idea was that in Pokemon Origins, which came out during X and Y's hype cycle, that was how they revealed Mega Charizard X.
Oh my god, you're right. They revealed
for
it?
what it's worth. Yeah, Origins revealed Mega Charizard
No.
X. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I just
cool
don't
scene where, he and Charizard get knocked into the water by Mewtwo.
No.
And then
Wow, really?
Yeah, that's a like
I don't I must
I
have been
didn't
in
know
class.
that.
I was in
Core
college
memory,
back
man.
then. That's not a core memory.
I did not see that. I didn't experience it. So.
Whoa.
But
Great.
it and I will say too, I don't know if y'all are familiar with the company that is making this doing the animation for this film. It's Comics Wave Films, I think.
Yeah.
But they are actually huge. Like they make, I don't think you two are big anime guys.
No.
It is Comics Wave. But I don't know if you've heard these movies before, but there's Your Name, Suzume, Weathering with You. Those are all like huge.
I've seen the animation
movies.
before, yeah.
So like I say that to say they didn't grab some random animator off the street.
You think I can
they
show
grabbed
this
the
in the
big
stream?
bucks
I don't know.
animator.
I don't know.
I wouldn't risk it, honestly.
Yeah.
But they grabbed a big bucks animator.
That's crazy.
For this.
I'm excited to watch. I haven't really
just say that to say like, I feel like that makes it more likely there could be something special in it, rather than they grab some indie animation studio. You know?
Yeah.
My question, Lumi, because I learned something about this whole theory right now, like an hour ago, which is, do you remember when that Origins episode dropped, or could you look it up? That, because I don't know, you look up your wizardry looking up powers, because the reason is that apparently the Dragonite one that is supposed to drop, the Postman one, is going to be like at midnight, so it's going to be before the Pokemon Presents, and so I just don't know if they would reveal anything before the Pokemon Presents. Does that make sense? So if the Charizard one was before,
I found when it was revealed. It was on August 16th. It was in British, so I was like, wait, 16-8, but no, it's August 16th.
The 16th month of the year.
In British.
And for what it's worth, so they revealed Mega Charizard X in the, anime, or, you know what? I think we're maybe wrong. Did they not reveal Mega Charizard X? They might have revealed it before, actually.
I really don't remember. I remember seeing Mega Charizard Y alongside Blastoise and Venusaur as I was leaving for class, and that shook me because I obsessed.
Okay, so I was wrong. They announced Origins on August 16th, and then it came out on October 2nd.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We got to move on to some of these super chats. Dude, Sakuga.
They did, and it was the one who revealed it, and they revealed it in Origins, and then they put out a little trailer after Origins.
Damn, that is so
revealed
cool.
It. That showed it in game.
That really is so cool.
Maybe.
It wasn't a Pokemon Presents situation, so that's interesting.
No, it was just shadow drop, basically.
Well, they used to reveal stuff in Korra back then,
Yeah, that's the thing is, it was
just different.
Used to reveal it all.
Yeah.
It was like pre-social media,
That same day, a Korra leak happened that revealed Slurpuff and Aromatisse.
Oh, that's big. Huge.
Good times.
Huge.
I wish I was a part of it.
All right, so we got some more super chats here. Thank you, Sakuga. Thank you, Squirtle Master Kenobi. Let's see, we got some more super chats here. And then there is a topic we want to talk about. Hold on, you guys are flooding us with the super chats. Squirtle Master Kenobi with another $5. Thank you, man. Possible release ideas: Legends EA in May, Black and White remakes in the fall, Gen 10 in 2026, or May release of port collections and a fall release of Legends EA. Listen, I'm biased. Love that second option. May release.
I'm down for the second option, actually. At least it would give us something.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that is better than just Legends EA Fall.
Absolutely.
No, but the first
with nothing else.
No, but the first option is Legends EA in May, and then Black and White remakes in the fall. Gen 10 in 2026.
I don't think there's a shot that Legends EA is in May.
Yeah, me either. But it is the better option.
The earliest I could see it is July.
Yeah, same. July's the
and
earliest.
Even then, I feel like it'd be like mid to late July. But I would
late July is the sweet spot. Late July is like, that's what I want.
Yeah.
I still think if they drop Legends EA in the fall, I would say that like nearly, or not in the fall, in the summer, then I would say that is a very like high point towards like a Unova game coming in the fall.
Yeah.
And even if they still drop Legends EA in November, I would not rule out Black and White coming in January, like a reverse Arceus BDSP situation.
I agree. That's where I fall on all this. I'm like, I don't think Black and White remakes are really that big of a seller, and if they are faithful remakes, I mean, we're going off of what they gave us last time. It definitely could be something that is a little bit more transformative, a little bit less creatively bankrupt, and maybe prettier, right? In which case, yeah, maybe I'm wrong, but I do feel like a Black and White remake, Black and White, and even the sequels are the worst performing generation games, like new generation Pokemon games of all time. Like, they had the worst splash on Pokemon standards. So if they're making a remake of that, yes, people love black and white remakes, or people love black and white to this day in 2025. But I feel like that's not the priority. X and Y were like massive. X and Y were like cultural moments. In were tied with.
And that's because it was the switch to 3D is really what it.
Yeah, and it was part of the Pokemon Go boom. Like X and Y were that era was.
That was Sun and Moon was the
Sun and Moon.
Oh, sure, good point.
Yeah,
but yeah,
X and Y, the big deals for it were 1, the switch to 3D, and for 2, it was the first Pokemon game to release simultaneously worldwide. Because normally, like, it'd come out in Japan in like July, and then we wouldn't get it till months later.
No, absolutely. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think X and Y is the Kalos region. It would make sense if they're just like, you know what? It's almost like when the iPhone, when they put out, instead of after iPhone 8, instead of giving us a 9, they go straight to 10. You know, they're like, listen, we're not gonna waste your time. We're not doing Gen 5 remakes. We're going straight to Gen 6.
But you know, I
you
do
get the
think,
faithful remakes a little bit later.
I do think that with doing Gen 5 remakes, like, I don't know. I think it will do really well because those games do have like a cult following. Like I think they got a lot of appreciation now. It was just one of those things where like when you shake the status quo, you know, like it and Black and White did. And I think like there's other examples of that too. Like y'all know the movie Emperor's New Groove?
Yeah.
Yes.
That movie bombed when it came out. It did horrible. But it is now like it has a huge cult following. It's everyone loves that movie now, and why wouldn't you? It's freaking hilarious. And I think that's kind of like what Black and White's done. So I feel like a remake of it would do really well.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. That actually is the classic like reboot of a franchise, right?
I just want to say that I fully agree with what Lumi was saying about the time frames. Like, just like it coming out, ZA coming out, and then. If ZA comes out early, like the actual release date that we get is like, oh, it's September, then I still think that a game is coming out later after that. If it's October, then probably not. But then even at the same time, I would say if it comes out in November, then like Lumi said, the Black and White remake could come out in January. Anyway, we got a ton of super chats.
Yeah, we do.
All right.
Thank y'all.
Yeah, thank you.
Super chatters.
I gotta get my dinner too.
Yeah, go get your dinner. I might have to take the dogs out.
I want to know what these people are saying. I'm starving, but let's do this.
Well, you can
eat on stream, so
dude. It is Saturday night. We're doing this on a Saturday night.
I'm going to. I just gotta grab it and come back.
Yeah.
Go grab it. Munching Munchlax says, I really think that ZA will be released anywhere from May to August, the latest. Only because when they are announced in last year, they said. Where is it? They said releasing in 2025. If it was late 2025, they would have said that, to be honest. That's interesting.
My pushback there would be, I think they didn't know. They knew this game will come out in 2025. So we're going to give you the broad window of 2025, which means between January and December.
And usually,
so now they can narrow it down and say, oh, it's spring 2025. It's summer 2025. It's holiday 2025.
And also, I feel like most Nintendo things, like when they do this, they'll be like, yeah, it's coming out in the spring, and it'll come out like the last day of spring, you know? Yeah. It's always like they're giving themselves room because it only is from our perspective as fans, we hear 2025 and we're just going to wish for the best, which is January 2025. But from their perspective, the bigger that window is, like it just gives them more runway.
Real quick ADD moment. Dusty, I love when you say room. Because I can hear that New England accent come out.
I was gonna say.
It almost sounds like you're saying rum. Like to
I was gonna say
rum.
Rum.
Really?
It's just your accent. It's just an accent.
It's your accent.
How do I have an accent?
Because you're from New England.
Room. Room. What do you say? Room.
Yeah. Room. Can you say what about broom? Like the thing you sweep with.
Broom.
See, you do it with that too. You say broom.
No, get out of here.
No, he doesn't. He says broom. It's different words.
How do you say varoom?
Varoom. You say that one right.
Varum. The rum.
This is where I'm gonna go get my food. I'll be back.
Go get your food.
Actually,
I'm gonna need to take a break in a minute. So
wait, I do have a
food.
question though. Like, do you think there's any chance that we don't get a release date in the presents? Because I think that they might not even know still when
they gotta know, dude.
If it's in November, why would they give us a release date? For November games, we typically don't get the exact release date until
later.
May
Yeah,
or
you're
June.
right.
So if
You're right.
it's a November release date, I think they will just say late 2025 or holiday 2025,
Yeah.
and then
Later this year. Yeah.
Yeah, and then in
You're,
May they'll
you're
go
right. It
November
could be
21st.
It could be holiday, and then it could even come out in October for all we know.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's
I
gonna be
think
Christmas
we'll get a
time.
release window. We will get a release window if nothing else.
I'm gonna be watching Christmas movies again. Oh my god.
No, I don't want to talk about it.
I was just
Bye.
doing this.
Yeah,
See
there
you-
might be another Terra leak by then. Watch the Terra leaker get mad that like and he's just like, no, screw it.
Yeah.
Here's the game.
Oh my god. The PokeKid01 says, I got no problem waiting to November though. They just have to keep the hype going and have enough content. And I think that is true. I think now that we've entered this year, and if they give us a trailer on Pokemon Day, I do think it's like expect whatever we had during Scarlet and Violet. Every other week or every month, there's gonna be something. And that's good for us. We'll be eating. You guys will be here. It's gonna be fun.
I wouldn't quite put it Scarlet and Violet scale just because like hype,
Sure.
like there probably isn't as much to show, right?
Yeah.
Because Scarlet and Violet, I'm not saying there won't be anything in Legends EA, but Scarlet and Violet's a new gen.
Yeah.
There's a brand new gimmick that we haven't seen before in there. There's over 100 new Pokemon,
Yeah.
But with Legends Arceus, how'd they do it? We got the reveal trailer in February. We got in late May, they revealed the box art and release date. August, there was the trailer with Hisui and Braviary and all that. September, we got a trailer that revealed Cleavor. October, we got the little Hisui and Zoroark thing.
Yep.
I don't think there was anything in November. But then in December, we got the Hisui and Voltorb thing.
I think we can use that as an example, but I do, because this is a
I don't think
sequel-
it's like a guaranteed guideline.
No, but I guess what I'm thinking is like, I feel like this game has more significance on it. Like I think there is a chance
Sure.
that
I can see that.
they do give it more press, or they try something different, right? Maybe closer to a mainline game. Even though it's not a mainline game, I do think that they're taking this seriously, right? Where maybe the first Legends game, less of a marketing budget, shorter runway, and it's just kind of like, because to them they're like, listen, this is an experiment,
Yeah.
This is not an
And
experiment.
to your point, I mean, even like Legends Arceus didn't really have any crossover with the anime.
Yeah.
Except they I think it was even after Legends Arceus, like it was a bit after.
Sure.
They did do like a special where like it was so loosely tied to Legends Arceus. Like there was one episode where they like had the Hisui and Pokeballs.
Yeah.
And like the rest of the arc was honestly very unconnected to Legends Arceus. But then versus with this anime, a white Zygarde's like at the center of this whole arc. So like it definitely does seem to be more important than Legends Arceus. It is interesting though, that makes me think, because you were talking about how it was experimental, so they didn't want to like give it as much attention.
Yeah.
But Let's Go was experimental too, and they promoted the heck out of that.
Yeah, but that's Kanto. It's a Kanto game.
That's fair.
It's like and even though it is experimental, it's not really. Like the experimental parts
That's true.
are things that you can ignore, right?
Yeah.
Like
It's still
like
Kanto, so they know it's not.
It's Kanto. There's no hold items. That's not going to ruin sales. That only matters to like the competitive people,
Me.
I know. But like to most people, it's like, who cares, right?
Yeah.
Or like the stats are weird, right? It's like,
Yeah.
what is it called? It's like BP or something.
I don't even remember. It was done with like
All
was
it
candies?
is all the stats added together, and you get a final number.
Yeah,
It's
and
kind of simple.
and that was like more in line with Go too, because you have candies and that to like
Yeah.
power up the Pokemon. So I think that's how it was like candies. But they it is funny like looking back,
so
they promoted the heck, like they even had a lot of crossover with the anime. Like they had Misty and Brock constantly coming back. They had
that's true.
they had Mega Evolution kind of be in the Sun and Moon anime. They
Sure.
had Ash got a Melmetal, Lana got an Eevee with a haircut. I mean, they did promote the heck out of it.
That's true. Bramtastic with $26, $1 for. Well, I mean, is that actually called a dollar?
Those are pounds, right? Or is it euros?
They're pounds.
I have no idea.
Pounds.
20.
Yeah, that's right, because Brexit.
Can I say bucks? Can I say like, is that a New England thing?
It's always been pounds. I don't think they ever did switch. to
26
euros
bucks. 26 pounds, one for every letter from Z to A. Got to try to summon that shadow drop and the most insane hype for a direct in Pokemon history. Let's go, Bram. Let's go. Thank you so much.
I mean, it would be the most insane. In that
And
scenario,
you called it.
We've said that, like, we would... This is not happening. But in that scenario, to play with that fun idea for a moment, we've said, like, we stay on and talk, about what we saw. Do we not? Like, do we just go, okay, well, I'm going to go play Legends EA now. Bye,
Dude, I literally would be like, you're kidding.
For real.
I mean, I'd set it up. I'd just take my Switch and I'd download it.
Yeah, because you'd probably, like, play it live, right?
Yeah, dude, I would be freaking out.
Yeah.
I'm just not ready for it.
Yeah.
Like, I've talked to the team.
Dusty would be stressed.
We're prepared
to,
to,
like, be excited, and Dusty would be, like, genuinely, like,
oh, I'd be so stressed. I'm just not ready for it,
No, I'd be stressed, too. I'd be very stressed.
Yeah.
Because I would have to cover everything. I wouldn't even play it. I'd literally just be like, everybody that's posting stuff online, I'd be just like...
watching Dusty's live stream of it. Just
I would.
Dusty just found this. Dusty just found this. Thank you, Bram, for all your continued support. Very big donation. Appreciate it. Squirtle Master Kenobi with another super chat. Thank you so much. I almost just... Where did that Canadian accent just come from? Did you hear that?
No, I didn't.
I almost just said...
Were you going to say sorry?
I almost said sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. I'm not... Believe me,
We got in his head about the accent,
Canada,
so
but
changing it.
I'm not Canadian. I'm French Canadian.
Next.
It's different. Sorry. I almost just said it again. Sorry. Just had a thought. This May would be 15-year anniversary. FPR. What is that? FPR Black and White. Maybe a Black and White remake in May and Legends ZA in fall. Interesting. Would be a 15-year anniversary for Black and White. Does that? Yeah. No. 15 years. 2010? That makes sense. 2025 is the 15-year anniversary.
It is the 15-year anniversary
of Black and White. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Is that a significant Is that a significant anniversary for some of these games?
for what it's worth,
it's not 13.
Diamond Shining Pearl came out the year of Diamond and Pearl's 15th anniversary.
Damn.
So,
Squirtle Master Kenobi, I think you got something here. That's kind of crazy. That actually is kind of crazy.
I don't think it would drop May, though, because I do think, like, there's no way nothing, like, especially a game like that would be announced now and coming out 3 months later. Nah.
Why not?
I mean,
I could kind of see it.
Unless there's, like, nothing to it. Yeah,
unless it's literally a faithful remake, like nothing. And it's
right.
It's already been in development.
Like more than BDSP.
Yeah. It's been in development since 2022 or whatever, so it's not impossible.
Right, like if it was just like literally an HD remaster of Black and White.
Yeah.
Which maybe.
I mean,
honestly, if you're gonna do Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, you ought to just do an HD remaster of Black and White.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna do it like that, just HD remaster the other game.
And then post game is just those additional like Black 2 and White 2 locations.
Yeah.
You know, Gen 5 story, and then you can go to like
and you could even do some small things like you talk to Charon in the post game, and he mentions, "Oh yeah, Spursha City asked me to be their gym leader." You know, like setting up.
That's cool. I like that.
Kind of like Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. There was some stuff in there that set up Johto.
Which at that point, it's not even a faithful remake. You know. Oh my god.
It's not, but it's still like it fundamentally is. You know. Like when you're comparing it to, especially like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah.
Damn. It's Jake's birthday, and he's just sending me like pictures of his birthday dinner, and I'm like so flippin' jealous.
Nice.
Just like ice cream and lasagna. Oh my god,
That's the best kind of dinner.
Soul's munching on a burrito right now.
I'm sorry that I'm sometimes
Do you need to go grab you food, Dusty?
No, because if I get up, the dog's gonna wake up, and then I'll have to let the dog out, and then the dog will maybe be stirring. No, he'll go back to bed.
I do have a question about food. Like, am I Italian if I put olive oil on top of shepherd's pie?
I mean,
that sounds good. Right, that's for sure.
That actually sounds kind of good.
It's actually really good. Obviously, extra virgin olive oil, but it's delicious.
You know what I've done before? And this defeats the purpose. But like, I made a ground turkey burger, and the point of that is that it's like low fat, and because it's turkey, it's poultry. There's not a lot of fat, which kind of makes it not taste very good. And what I did one time is like I think I made it a dish with, and it had pesto on it, like from a jar. So and that's filled with olive oil. And I was like, this dish is amazing. What did I do differently? And then I realized, oh, it's fatty. Like it has oil on it. It's delicious because it's oil. Dude, yeah. I'd put olive oil on a lot of stuff, honestly.
I've never had a turkey burger, and I hope to never.
You're supposed to drink it?
Yeah. You for your like own health, like olive oil, extra virgin, so good for you. You could like drink it and
that sounds like propaganda.
What does it do? Like what for your health? Like,
it cleans the arteries and keeps you all good and healthy.
Yeah,
you know that.
Yeah, that's what Uncle Buck says about like Philly cheesesteaks. About this.
He just did the Italian hand thing. I saw it. He said, "You know."
He's getting mad. You know, dude. All right, let's read the super chat, and then I might grab something real quick, slice of pizza out of the fridge. But then we got some topics I do want to talk about from Twitter. We've got Elijah M right here with the $5. Appreciate it, Elijah. Appreciate you watching.
Thank you.
He says, I love you guys' show, but what are you all watching, or what are your thoughts on Gen 10 remakes in Let's Go style?
2 remakes.
What did I say?
10.
Oh my gosh. Love
You're
y'all.
so far in the future. You're on Gen 10 remakes.
Oh, dude, I'm ready, dude. Let's Go Gen 10. Love y'all's show, but what are y'all's thoughts on Gen 2 remakes in Let's Go style? And you can travel to Kanto. The title can be Let's Go Ho-Oh and Lugia. This is an idea. Listen, this is an idea that was plastered over the internet 5 years ago. But now that we're like pretty far into the future, I think this could be fun.
I'm down as long as the catching mechanic's gone.
Yeah, but then it's
yeah. I mean, it's Let's
they said
Go
Let's Go
style.
And I think what that is, because I'm on board with that, Soul. I'm on board with that. I do feel like there's a future. This is kind of what I imagine. When I think about BDSP in a more faithful remakes, I'm kind of just imagining a game that like plays better and looks better, and maybe looks more like Let's Go. And you know what's cool? Let's Go has really cool cutscenes. Let's Go actually retains a lot of the same like dialogue and characterization of like the characters and stuff and the plot points in Pokemon. Like think about it. Like Let's Go gave us like the actual cutscene to like Cubone's dead mother. That's like kind of epic. And like imagine that stuff in a BDSP style game. That would be sick.
I love the meme of Chibi angry Cyrus.
Yeah.
Where he's like,
oh, the angry one.
Yeah.
But no, I would love it if it was Let's Go art style.
Yeah,
I'm down.
That would
Let's
be
Go
cool.
style, like
Maybe
gameplay
not.
style.
I'm still down even with the gameplay style. I'm still down as long as like all the evolutions.
Yeah.
Excuse me, and like everything is in it. Like
That too.
all their megas, all their evolutions, all their regional forms for Johto Pokemon, all in it. Then I'm down.
Like if I catch a Yama, let me evolve that sucker. You know.
Listen, if I catch a Dunsparce, I get the Dunsparce. If I get a Girafarig,
Farigiraf.
come on.
If I get a freaking Ursaring, I get an
Ursaluna.
Especially with Johto, because Johto to me feels so like a lot of the Johtomons feel so incomplete without their evolutions. You know what I mean? Like Yanma does not feel complete without Yanma.
That's fair.
And I will say part of that too is probably because when I came into the franchise was like tail end of Gen 3. So basically like practically from the beginning of my Pokemon playing, Yanmega's been there.
I think you're right. That's fair. That's fair. You know why? Because I feel like Yanmega and you're not wrong. Murkrow, Apom,
Honchkrow,
Yanma.
I bet you that we will talk about this 10 years from now.
Even Togetic. Like, dude, I love Togetic, but even Togetic, it feels like a middle stage.
They don't have the same strength as, like, Chansey, Tauros, Kangaskhan. They don't have it. They really don't.
100%.
So, like, honestly, that's a pretty fair take. Even Girafarig sucks. Like, cute, but not very powerful. Yeah, so Elijah, to answer your question, no, we wouldn't love it. But the style would be cool. There's a game in there. A Gen 2 game, it's in there. There's something good on the way, on the horizon. All right, we caught up on the super chats. That felt good. How long have we been going? Because I thought this was going to be like an hour and a half, but I think we're cooking.
I've been going for like only 20 minutes.
There's two Twitter topics I want to talk about. Can I put you guys on something? I'll take a bio break. Maybe I'll grab a slice of pizza, let the dog out. Maybe I'll be back in like 5 minutes. What topic can I put you guys on while I disappear?
Well, I don't know. Soul, you pick. But I will show everybody. Look, this is what I was talking about.
No,
I got
that's a good
double
setup,
monitors.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's nice.
That's a good setup.
I'm loving it.
What about the soaring mechanic?
Never played it.
That's true. You never. That's crazy. That's crazy. We got AZ. We got. Take your pick, guys. Take your pick. We talked about evolutions this year or this week.
I could talk to Lumi about those that leaked image if he wants to.
This one, the sycamore thing.
What did you think about this?
All right, I'm gonna. I'll be right back.
Okay. All
right. Keep it going. Keep it going.
I thought it looked fake. I mean, and also too, like, I don't like. Let's put it this way: if we were Gen 9 or like Scarlet and Violet, I would have told you, oh, absolutely, this is fake. The only reason a small part of me went is because like the game is out there, like it's someone has it. That's not at Game Freak. The Terra Leaker has it, and the issue, the thing that I've always said with the Terra Leaker is like people are celebrating. Oh, he's not gonna give out the game to like the public. But the issue with that is he doesn't have to. What if he's got a best bud and he gives it out to him, and then that best bud, he's got a friend and he gives it out to him. And then that friend decides, hey, you know what? I'm like 2 ways distance from the Terra Leaker. It's safe if I post a little link online. Yeah. Like that's the scary thing with it. But I did ultimately think it was fake.
Yeah. I was telling Dusty that it got me, actually. And I didn't even think about any of that stuff. Yeah, I was just like in a hype, I guess. Dang, it looks real, kind of.
Yeah, also it playing on a Switch is a big giveaway for it being not like, If it did leak right now, I feel like, and you probably have more insight into the whole leaking thing than I do, but I feel like it'd leak on a PC first. Because like there's no cartridge of it.
Yeah. Yes, you're right. See, I didn't even think about any of those things. I don't know why my brain just decided to not be rational.
Because you wanted it.
Yeah, it's pretty much because I wanted it. I don't know. I was just like, oh, whoa. I don't know why that's like. Makes me feel so dumb what you just said, because that makes so much sense. I mean, like, no one has this game except for the Terra Leaker, and so he would have to give it to someone, and it's not on a game cartridge because they have not been produced. So there's no way, there's no physical way, unless he got like a copy of it from Game Freak's. Like he would have had to fly to the Game Freak Pokemon Company headquarters and steal one. Like a game testing one.
Could you possibly like mod a Switch to where it could like play something like I could mod my Switch to where I can download something off of my PC and then play it on my Switch? Like,
I don't know.
Hypothetically, could I mod my Switch to where I can download a Scarlet and Violet ROM hack? Because if you could do that, then maybe you could do that for Legends EA. Maybe, I don't know.
But you're right. Either way, like it would have to be from him, and I don't think he's giving it out. But then at the same time, I had Lumi in the back of my head where it was just like, he wants to. He actually wants to because he wants clout or something. You know what I mean?
He does want clout. He does want clout.
I don't know. He came back.
Well, like, because seriously, I want to know if he isn't wanting clout, why did he do it?
Yeah. No, I don't know.
Why risk Nintendo, a company that's kind of known for, not really showing mercy?
Maybe he wanted to prove that he was like the master hacker and like.
But either way, then that's clout.
Yeah,
that is clout. I mean, he's wanting to be known as the best.
Yeah.
But I do think, I don't know. It does concern me that like, because so I'm gonna be real with you. I'm the type of guy who I'm not going to ever hack Game Freak. If I had those skills, I would never do that because, that's a horrible thing to do. And even if I wasn't morally against it, I don't want Nintendo on my tail. But if somehow I got like a copy of Legends EA that I could copy, I'd send you a copy. I would not leak
Yeah.
it publicly, but I'd send you a copy. And so the issue is, maybe you have a friend that you'd then send a copy of it to. And you see what I mean? So like that's what makes me nervous with the Terra
I
leak.
know what you mean.
That's what makes me nervous about it.
Yeah.
Like maybe you and Dusty are all chill, but then Dusty sends it to a friend or you send it to a friend, and that friend goes, "Well, I'm gonna post it online."
Yeah, absolutely. That's how things leak. But the thing is, like, the whole game would be wild. That's what they were claiming, that I'm playing the game. Not. I could see like a screenshot or like something from somebody that is like working on bug fixes, and they took a screenshot, like Kaka was, something like that. But this was a completely different situation, and it was all ultimately a troll anyway. But it still was like, it was still hype for a minute there.
Would you? I think I'd make the argument that Kaka set the stage for bold leaks like this too. Like,
yeah, I mean,
it forever changed the game, not for the better, in my opinion, and I know not in your opinion. But like, because it was ballsy, right? So like,
yeah.
You've upped the ante, it's no longer riddle collages, it's pictures of the game.
Well, that's true. That's true even for Ku. Like, after Kaka, he started actually leaking things. It stopped being just riddles,
true.
and he started actually having to leak because, just like you said, it wasn't enough, and it still isn't enough for people. It's like, I don't want riddles, I want the actual thing. I'm like, okay, but we don't want to get caught, no one wants to get caught. But yeah.
Well, and I like riddles as long as like when someone gets the answer, we eventually know, even if it's like a month later. Just don't like post a cryptic riddle and then never tell me who got it right, which to my memory, Ku has told us like when someone's gotten it right, like he'll be obvious. Like you could see what people liked on Twitter. So like I remember the one where he posted the hint at Clodsire, and like people had figured out, it's a water ground Pokemon, is getting a regional form, so it's got to be either one of these four. And then he liked someone that said Wooper. So like he didn't outright say it's Wooper, but people kind of got from that, okay, it's Wooper.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, nowadays the likes, actually you can't see people's likes, so that wouldn't have worked anymore. Yeah, I do think that in a way he did up the ante, or whatever the phrase is. Which is kind of
not for the better. Not for the better.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
I would love to know, like, I would love to be a fly on Game Freak's wall when
all
the
time.
Kaka leaks happened. Yeah, all the time. But like when the Kaka leaks happened, and then two, like when they realize, like, guys, someone on our testing team is posting pictures of this.
Yeah.
Like they're just
Can you
putting
imagine?
emojis over our watermarks and posting it,
Yeah, that's crazy.
That, and then also when the Terra leak happened, and they basically realized, I asked someone, because people were talking about the Terra leak, and they're like, oh, they left the ROM of the C of the disk on the this and the that. Like, it made no sense. And so I asked, like, on Twitter, I was like, all right, guys, I was like, I do not know tech. Explain this to an idiot who doesn't know tech. And someone said they locked the door, but had the spare key taped to the window next to the door. Like, they said, like, that's basically what happened, like, in terms of just how easy it was to get that information, which is wild.
They probably never expected someone to do it. That's the thing. Which they should have.
Yeah, especially after Kaka. Again, like, after Kaka happens, you'd think there'd be a big company-wide, okay, we're going on full lockdown here. Like, nothing leaves this building,
What are we talking about?
Yep.
Oh, and Leo, you asked why I think it's fake. For one, because the odds of something leaking this far out from the release are just so low. And for 2, to be honest, it looks a little
Bad.
Yeah.
It just,
Not even bad, but it looks,
unless one of our friends
looks
made
like
this,
someone who yes.
And for
and
3,
then it's great.
And for
Yeah.
3, just like Ball Guy just said, he already said it in the chat. I was gonna say it, Ball Guy. You didn't even have to spend $1.99, but earlier in the chat he said, "My friend made it." And now he's like,
it looks
now
great.
he's like
It looks so
literally-
good.
too.
It looks so good and believable and awesome.
Oh yeah, it will, and
Actually-
it's like one of those things too, where like, so my wife, really talented artist. She's not Vincent Van Gogh. You know what I mean? Like, so like it's genuinely very talented, but you can tell that a professional modeler did not make that. You know?
Well, I don't know about professional, but because
Well, professionals and like, they're not working for Game Freak. You know?
guess what? Rike is my friend too. So
Oh,
And no disrespect to him.
Lumi, you're digging yourself a hole.
It looks good.
Listen, it looks good, but we just, we found a couple holes. That's all.
it tricked me. It was
It
just
did,
the hand. The hand got me. I was like, I don't know about the hand.
I would argue, though, Soul, that it tricked you because, and I would argue this is the same reason it's tricked anybody, is because we last heard about Legends EA on February 27th in 2024, and it has been radio silent since then. And so it is like, you want to believe that there's something. And it's funny that we get that way too, because in just a few days, we're gonna see it. We're gonna see it in just a few days.
And my friends, it's man, oh man.
That sounds bad.
No, it's not
so
bad.
if you've seen anything, you're biased already.
Listen, last night,
The super chat's
because
coming
of
in.
this, because of this leak last night, some things went down. So,
Damn.
and
wow.
I am excited.
Cool.
He did the Meowscarada Pokedex one for Scarlet and Violet as well. I forget that one, Bald Guy,
I forget that one as well.
but I'm sure
You
I
got a
saw
link?
it.
Post a link if you got
Send us a
Ball
link.
Guy.
Send us a link. Yeah, Bald Guy. Thank you also for just being a supporter on Patreon as well. Crimson
mythical tier.
Trickster has sent a super chat. Thank you so much. They write thoughts on a Pokemon Legends Kanto game after Gen 10 releases. Sideline Johto and Unova games. Move out of the way since Scarlet and Violet DLC is similar so they can get back to their favorite region. Honestly, love it.
I dig it.
High chance. High
chance. Yeah.
I think it's very possible. Because it's the 30th anniversary. And they
See, but it won't be then. It'll be the 32nd anniversary.
Wait, what are you saying? No, it's
Unless Gen 10 comes out this November. Can you imagine if Gen
He's
10
saying
comes out in
after
November
Legends releases,
this year?
or Gen 10 releases. So he's saying in Generation 10, there'd be a Legends Kanto game, but it wouldn't be the 30th anniversary when it comes out. It would
Right,
come
but
out
it's still
2 years
part
later.
of the celebration. They'd probably
Sure.
announce it on Pokemon Day, or maybe not.
You know what's funny?
Maybe
Like,
just be like, stay tuned for more or something.
We
I
hype
can't be
up the-
predicting Pokemon Day 2026 already.
the 30th year anniversary is really only a big deal because it's just a marketing thing,
For sure.
Like, as fans, it's like, okay, who cares? We only care if they're going to give us if it's an excuse for them to give us some juicy games, Thank you, Crimson. We also
Thank you.
got,
I'm gonna grab more food really quick.
Okay.
I put olive oil on my pizza.
Good job.
Just kidding.
I had pizza for dinner as well. I made one.
Dude, when I buy it, you made one. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, like we, got the dough, did the make it. Yeah.
you did the. I like that. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
we did the this
I
and
know.
the
I
that,
get it.
you
I
know?
get it. Yeah. That's awesome. That's cool. Jark with the $2. Jark says model looks too good for Game Freak standards. Damn.
Wow.
Burn, dude.
All right, look.
He said it's on my profile. Yeah. Look at Bald. This is one big trick for Bald Guy to get his account up here. What are we
Sword
doing?
and Shield was good models, I thought. I feel like they were, especially the humans. I loved the human models in Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield might be like I think Let's Go is probably objectively the best art style, but Sword and Shield's my favorite.
Oh, dude, I remember this.
Oh, I do remember this.
The Riki for the help for the model, all fun. That's cool. Yeah, I do remember this.
Yeah, because it was based on like the little snippets
Yeah.
Kaka gave us.
See, this is good, but it doesn't.
And it's pretty close to
Yeah.
what Meowscarada was.
But it doesn't account for the nice smooth textures that we got in the actual Scarlet and Violet Pokemon. Hello.
I appreciate that he makes the effort of putting the, fake leak on the Switch.
Yeah, me too.
Just to make it a little more believable, you know? Because, like, Kaka just posted straight-up images. Like, it wasn't on a Switch or nothing. But, like, I appreciate the extra effort of putting it onto a Switch. Oh, my. What are you looking at, Dusty?
That's Bald Guy. That's my friend Bald Guy. All right. I guess I'll wait for Soul to get here.
Aw, I'm out of water. I gotta go get water soon.
What I want to talk about was a leak that turned, not a leak, a rumor that was then turned into this beautiful image that you see in the thumbnail. And hello? The puppy's barking.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Sometimes when the dogs bark, it freaks me out because you know how they say like animals have like better sense than humans.
Oh, you're like worried they like barking at a demon.
Yeah, like a ghost or something, something I can't hear,
Sure.
And actually, I should have pulled it up.
Isn't that
here.
the nice thing about being on a live stream like this though? Is like someone can like type like Dusty, a woman with black hair going over her face just moved across your hallway.
Sure.
Know?
Hold on. Switch to.
That sounds creepy.
Wait, Dusty. So you're telling me that I'm just imagining that white hand on your shoulder?
What? No. Yeah, you are. It's not there. Hold on. I saw the. Does anyone have a link? I should have pulled this up. Does anyone have a link to like?
Made the villain said when the dogs bark, it means the leaks are real.
Oh yeah, here it is. No, this isn't it. Do you remember?
It's on Reddit. I don't know.
Yeah, there was a 3D mock-up and video of the thing moving in multiple dimensions. I'm sure it's going to be on this account right here. They've been posting a lot of stuff.
I can find it.
Hold on, I'm scrolling right now, but I thought this was so cool. Is this it? No, that's just it flipping over.
I'm trying to think of who actually posted it.
The account that I thought had it doesn't actually have it. Maybe this Johto guy actually has it.
No, I don't think he did post it.
No.
While you're pulling it up, Sakuga Radio said he super chatted and said having a stylus and using this to organize home would be amazing. He put the little greater than symbol.
Absolutely. That is totally true.
I mean, you got the mouse feature. That'll be.
Yep. The mouse feature could be massive on the Switch 2 for organizing home. But also, I found out that you could use your finger in home.
In home?
There's touchscreen capabilities on home. I had no idea.
Way.
And I was just playing around with it the other day. And I was shocked. But anyways, all right. So please find that and send it to me so I can
I have it.
Right.
Where should I send it to?
Put it in the chat.
Hidden Power.
Put it on the chat.
Oh,
I can't. It's on my phone.
Chat.
Okay, yeah. Put it wherever.
DM him on Hidden Power on Twitter.
I DM'd you on DustyGogoat on Twitter.
Oh god.
Okay.
I could do Hidden Power. Give me a sec.
Dang it, Soul.
Sorry.
Dang
I had already.
It's all right.
I had already typed in Dusty.
Sukuga, thank you for the
anyways.
super chat. Yeah, I think a stylus would be kind of cool. I mean, I don't think we need the stylus anymore. We're kind of beyond that. The stylus is really just a relic of like the touchscreen technology. Let's see if I can open this up. Every time I do this, it's like you guys can see my my DMs.
I know.
Here
I
we
was
go.
just doing that on my stream, and I was like, I don't want people to see my DMs right now.
Yeah, it's like sometimes we're cooking up collabs.
Masuda like messaging him.
Yeah,
like,
we're cooking up the collabs.
Hey, so here's a picture of the game.
Yep. So this is it. This is the video that came out. It's so cool. I think it's sourced from I think a rumor was passed around, and then this was created to match the rumor, I believe. And the whole idea here is that little other C input, or what is it called? Like an outlet?
USB-C.
Yeah, the USB-C little button can basically be utilized with various apparatus. And the biggest thing, this is so cool. I think this is so cool because what it could allow us to do is have a more interactive and a higher, what are we going to call it? Just like a more nostalgic. It's just it's a more focused and
better UI.
Fidelity
is that what they call it?
No, fidelity. We're gonna have a closer fidelity, a playing experience that matches how we used to play DS games. I think the idea here is when they start, and this is probably a no-brainer, right? When they start introducing DS games to the NSO system, there's always something that you can buy alongside it, right? The introduction of the new NSO category. You can buy this like stupid little thing to play the game like quote unquote more closely to how you used to play the older games. And I think the idea here is really cool that like this second screen isn't necessary, but if you want to play the games with two screens like you used to, you could buy this stupid little thing, attach it to your Switch 2, and now all of a sudden you got the clamshell is crazy.
I think it's incredible. I think it's absolutely incredible. When I first saw it, I was like, dang, I wanted to post about it, but there was so many other things I needed to post about, and I still haven't been able to, actually, to be honest, and I don't think I ever will now. But it's incredible. I want it so badly. I think this is a no-brainer. Like, even when they put the webcam on, I'm like, that's smart
I didn't
too.
even think about that, but yeah.
Whole thing. I don't know why you have to flip it upside down, though. That was the only thing.
Because people are...
There's two. There's one on the top and one on the bottom. I'm pretty sure for the charger on this thing. There's like two.
Yeah.
So why do you have to flip it?
I think it's kind of like it was like when they were developing this, they're like, yeah, we don't need it to flip up upside and down. And I gotta let the dog out. Actually, he's got to go potty. He's got to go Switch 2, if you know what I mean. And I think I gotta pick him up before he.
I appreciated that more than I should have.
Unfortunately,
I'm going to try to guess what Dusty was gonna say.
Let me just hold him for
he's gonna say
while I make my point. I think
I had no idea.
I think the flipping the Switch up and down, I think what that is just like when they're thinking about, right, this is a family product. I think it's like it's not necessary to be able to like. There's no imminent need to have the game function, right, and connect to the Joy-Cons in any which way. It's not like a priority, but I think they must have saw and thought about how like that this feature is one more way that they can make their game a little bit easier for the average consumer, right? If you happen to pick up the game and I'm sure it's happened to some people where it's like they wanted to put they accidentally put the Joy-Cons in like on the wrong side. Listen, adults, I don't think it's an issue, but like I have nieces and nephews and their Joy-Con rails are like destroyed because they accidentally put them in the wrong way. So I think it's just kind of a thing where they're like, if we can make it work, let's make it work, because it's going to be one less point of the thing breaking, or it'll be just a little bit easier for the consumer, right? Which isn't just us 30-year-old guys, right? So yeah. I just think it's like they were able to make it work, so they made it work, right?
For sure.
Bram said a super chat. I gotta let the dog poop.
Okay, I'll read it.
Sorry, guys.
So Bram said, this would be incredible if you could still use a TV/monitor as a second screen, and this is just an accessory. It'd be disappointing if you have to buy this add-on to play any DS or dual screen games. That is true. It would suck, but I wouldn't put it past them, because like they made it where I think about with the Wii, you had to buy the little nunchuck to play like certain games, especially on Wii Sports Resort. So I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't. But I'm with you, Bram, that I'd hope they wouldn't. And also thank you for the super chat, Bram.
Yeah, thank you so much. You're saying that it would only be able to be bought though, because I think that's the only way that it would ever exist.
Yeah, he's saying that he hopes that an alternative to this would be being able to play it where your TV is kind of like the
two
Wii
screen.
U, where like you've
Yeah.
got it on your Switch screen and on your TV screen, so that they're not forcing you to buy an add-on.
Right. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I think they would force you to do it, because then also too, if you're playing here and it's not on the TV, how is it? You got to dock it for it to be on the TV. So there kind of is no way to, you know, to dual screen TV and Switch. Then we have Nerdy Seb said it's going to be used to evolve Inkay. Oh, that's actually a good point. So you can still so you can sort of put it on the other. Yeah,
Just like spin it.
They made it just so you could evolve in Inkay. Like that is why Nintendo added this. What's the credibility of this? Because I don't know console stuff at all. Is there
In what
any?
sense? You mean like that accessory?
Yeah.
I don't. It flipping upside down is definitely part of it, but the accessory is completely fake. There's no basis for it at all. It's just like a fan made idea.
Okay.
I think there was a patent. That's it.
Well, that would be pretty legitimate then.
Yeah, but I don't know how real that was or anything. So.
Okay. See, that's the thing is like I'm not experienced with like console leaks anyways. Like I don't know who's a legit, like, you know, in the Pokemon sphere, you know that like this person has access to information. This person is just a cloud account who has no inside information and just, you know, post stuff pretending they do. You know those things, but I don't know that stuff for like consoles. And then furthermore, I was telling Dusty this when we watched the Switch 2 reveal. I told him, I said, I am happy that the Switch 2 is finally getting revealed because I am so sick of getting a new Switch 2 leak every month. Or not even every month. It was like every week. There'd be like, oh, this new leak shows the Switch 2. And it's like, this is different looking from the last week. Like, you can't keep saying this is a Switch 2 leak when they all look different. That one of them's not, at least, you know?
Right. Sorry, I was chewing, so.
No, you're good.
Mute.
Yeah. It just, you know that I don't think we can hear you when you are chewing.
That's good.
Discord's only picking up your talking, so we don't hear your chewing unless you're like smacking hard, you know.
No, I'm not. I'm like literally like chewing like this.
And then Sakuga Radio just super chatted us. There is no message, so Sakuga, if there's something you want to say, type it down below and we'll read it.
And thank you for the $1.
Yes, and thank you so much for the super chat. In fact, you've been super chatting a lot. We appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I just never know when there's something Switch 2, like when they're like, this leaks for Switch 2, then I just kind of immediately, like it goes one ear out the other. Sakuga said, have a great night, gentlemen. Gotta go. Thanks for the stream. Lumi, that $1 is to put towards a webcam. Oh, well, thank you, Sakuga. Thank you. And you have a great night also.
Yeah.
From all of us at the Hidden Power Pod. I speak for Dusty as well. He's not here, but yeah, man. What'd y'all talk about before I got on here?
We actually didn't talk about too much. Dusty was reading rumors, and we talked about 4chan? That. Yeah, and then we talked about that fake leak as well.
Which fake leak? Oh, the Sycamore.
The one that we had already talked about.
Yeah. Okay.
But Blue-Eyed Benedict, LOL, so Google with the hit and run.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
No, I don't know. I did appreciate it. I did think it looked like it. That was a more believable leak than a lot of the other, crap I feel like we get. But it ultimately, I don't know. I was like, it's too far out. There's no way. But it is possible. Like, I wasn't considering that. Like, it could happen with the fact that the game is out there. I don't know. Do we know when we will get like the presents? Because when they set up the presents as a premiere, we're able to see the runtime. Do we know when they'll do that?
It's usually like the day before or like a couple hours before, if I
Dang.
remember correctly.
That sucks.
But I think they like announced the runtime somehow. Like usually,
I thought they did too, but I had a bunch of people telling me that they don't.
Yeah.
Like I had multiple people. I asked on Twitter. I was like, "Don't they normally announce the runtime? Isn't it weird that they did it?" But like, I had a bunch of people comment, "No, it just someone finds the runtime when they set it up as a premiere." And I was like, "Okay, maybe I'm experiencing like a Mandela effect because I could have sworn that they used to say a Pokemon Presents will be held on February 27th for roughly 24 minutes of Pokemon information." You know.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently not. I honestly was expecting a Nintendo Direct this month, but that didn't happen either.
Yeah, that was weird that it didn't. I mean, it's kind of crazy actually. Everyone was like, "It's happening." People like really said it to like they were convinced is what I'm trying to say, but nothing. I don't think that it's gonna happen this week. So.
Oh, definitely not. Like, because it would be. I mean, this week's Pokemon Day, so it's
No way.
it would have to be a day or two before Pokemon Day. There's no shot.
All right, where are we at?
We were just talking about the Pokemon Day presents and the lack of a Nintendo Direct this month.
Jake says
Because
there's still
typically we
time.
get there's still time.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess technically there is. I ain't expecting it. That's for sure.
All right. I don't know if you guys yapped about this more, but I just think the concept's really cool.
I mean, I agree.
Yeah.
That's all I can say is like I want it. I want it to exist.
Like
the only thing we said is that there's not much credibility to it.
No,
I think
no.
From a patent or something, but I don't. There was tons of those rumors when the Switch 2 was like coming out. Like this is a patent for the Switch 2, and then it never happened. Like
and not only that, but sometimes patents are like created purely for copyright and not because there's actual like stuff gonna happen. Like we're not actually gonna make this. We just don't want you to make it, you know?
Yeah. Dual screen is not confirmed. It's just kind of a nice to have. With that additional USB-C port, it's like there's new things that could be created for the system, which is fun. And the only thing I really care about, is that dual screen. It's just, I mean, look at it, dude.
Because you want the DS ports.
Yeah, who doesn't? You know what I also want? XY. HD 3DS games.
Oh my God.
It's a
I want
no-brainer.
to, but
It's
I
a no-brainer.
don't think it's happening.
Listen.
I don't think it's happening.
We do predictions. We also do wish lists, and we also just name good ideas. All right.
all of that.
I don't think that's allowed anymore.
All right.
You can't have good ideas.
Now, we got a Taco over here on Twitter. He says it's, and I got a take on this.
Oh my God.
It's been over 15 years, and Pokemon fans and Fakemon artists have yet to catch on that pretty much all Mega Pokemon up to this point have been shaped like an X or a Y. Will this continue to go unnoticed when new Mega Pokemon start becoming Z-shaped? Stay tuned. I don't know if you guys want to just say what your piece first, but
I have a lot of respect for this person as a creator.
Yeah.
But this post is dumb.
Yeah.
I think
this is all. I just want to say this. Like, I was gonna like send a tweet and just be like, or reply to him and be like, as someone who is constantly accused of stretching things and admittedly stretching things, this is one of the biggest stretches I have ever seen.
Right.
Possible.
Like, look, Dracovish
No
is a
shade.
J. It's
No
a J.
shade.
yeah. I
Dracovish
think
is a J.
so.
I mean,
Okay, to give this person credit, and we did invite them on the show, like I think 2 weeks ago. They said they don't.
Oh
wanna-
yeah, and like I
They
don't think
nicely-
that just because you have one post that is very reachy, I don't think that makes like you not a good content creator.
Absolutely
or you have bad
not.
ideas. I've had bad ideas.
Twitter would make you think this person is evil, right? But I think we've actually like vaguely talked about Mega Evolutions being X or Y shaped. I feel like I've alluded to that, if I haven't already said it, in previous podcasts when discussing X and Y form Megas, right? I feel like we've talked about maybe not so much the shape, but definitely that some Pokemon fit in between X or Y. It 100%, I have thought that certain Pokemon Mega Evolutions do very much look like the shape X or Y. To think that they all look like the shape X or Y, I don't think so. Maybe it's in the person's, maybe it's in the artist's like mind when they're creating it. But I think
some of them are certainly intentional. Like I definitely think there are some that like, oh yeah, they intended for it to look maybe like, or at least like they're posing in official art. They wanted it to be forming an X or something. But like, I saw a lot of the connections that Taco was drawing here, and it was not it. It was like he was changing like what viewpoint you're looking at the poke, and it's like, well, if you do that, then look at that. Look, I'm a Y. Now y'all can't 100%. See, but I've got, and I'm forming an X now too, like like with my legs. So I mean,
I think that's the biggest takeaway.
Oh, I'm an A now. I mean,
I think
of course if we move it around, it'll form it.
Yeah, I think X and Y are just look like the human body, or like a Pokemon, most mammals' bodies, right?
Right. Like, you put your legs together and hold your hands like this. You're doing, I mean, it's literally YMCA,
Yeah, literally. Yeah, that's funny. C and A. That's funny. And listen, again, no hate. But I have thought about this because I just think it's just easy to also make the connection. I think the reason why he's getting hate, and again, just to be clear, we're not hating. No,
no shade.
I just think the idea is a reach.
I hope he can come on the podcast sometime.
Yeah, me too.
I think the reason why he's getting so much hate is listen, I know a lot about this. When you say something is fact, people are going to say, no, it's not. And they're going to argue you.
It's like, I know a lot about this.
Especially when that thing that you're saying is a fact is not, in fact, a fact.
Well, he thinks this is a fact, and people say it's not a fact.
But thinking something is a fact is an opinion, not a fact.
The thing is that I really legitimately thought that he was just like, it was a joke.
Trolling?
No.
I thought actually, this was just for laughs.
Sure, yeah, you could read it like that.
I can see it.
I really thought that, but then after everyone like coming at him, and he's still defending
but then there was
like
beef, and so you realize like, oh no, he's serious.
Yeah, I think he's serious, and I think the main issue is that in the past he's just like kind of not liked when people do that kind of stuff, but then now he's doing it, so it's like, bro, what are you doing, bro?
I think it's cool.
Whatever, he can post whatever he wants.
Yeah,
and also to give him credit, like, not the Mega Evolutions, but what kind of the Mega Evolutions? I guess you could start from like the legendaries of Generation 6, which are Xerneas, which is a giant deer that looks like an X, and it starts with the letter X, and it's for the Xbox legendary. And then you have Evoltol, which is Y. It looks like a Y. It's for the Y box, whatever, right?
And Zygarde even those look also
a little subjective.
Like Evoltol also looks like an X. If it's flying and it's got its legs below it and its arms stretched out, you can draw an X. And Evoltol or Xerneas, when it's standing together, that's a Y. Like, you can take points from any Pokemon and go, you see my Butterfree behind me? Boom, look at the wings. That's a Y. Butterfree's a Y. Like, you can take any point and make it.
No, but you are right. But I mean, Xerneas and Evoltol are very clearly in spot. Oh, here.
For sure.
Oh,
for sure.
We got the birthday boy. We got the birthday boy.
Hello.
Happy birthday.
Hello, Hidden Power Podcast. Hello.
What's up?
Hello?
What's up?
Wow. Why? I can't believe you're here to grace us on your birthday.
How is everybody doing? Listen. I heard you were getting reports about my meals earlier.
Yes, dude. Yes, I had to go get pizza.
Ice cream and lasagna, man.
Listen, I don't think Dusty mentioned, it is a special zucchini lasagna, so no pasta. The noodles.
We weren't judging either way.
There's not even the cheese is like it's from cashews. It's not even cheese, it's a whole thing. But it's my favorite.
Dude, that sounds delicious. It looked warm. It looked so good.
I was settling down for the night. I was playing a little game on my PlayStation. I had you guys yapping in my ear on one side, game on the other.
Honored.
And I had to come on, and I just wanted to give a voice to the voiceless. All right, the little people out there who are too afraid to speak up. And I just want to say, I don't think it's so crazy that those Pokemon are X's and Y's. I see it clearly.
Oh my gosh!
I think it's a stretch.
And can I tell you, I felt the same way.
I'm with you. Some of them I am with you.
I had a video months ago, and I felt like I was taking crazy pills because I said that Lysander was supposed to look like a Y and Diantha was supposed to look like an X. And people told me that that was wrong too. So I can't trust anybody because I see this as clear as day.
I think Lysander looks like a L. Don't you think?
No, Dog's silhouette is a Y.
See,
Yeah,
I do
Y.
not see L or Y, honestly.
But look at Diantha. Give me Diantha, please.
Yeah.
Diantha, I think, is extremely clear, okay? Look at that. That is an X.
Yeah, I can see it. Bing. I think it is
Target,
subjective.
but I think this is like what my point was, where like I can draw points on anything.
I can also see a Y
So
here.
it's an X or it's a Y.
I am concerned at how, we get on this Hidden Power podcast. We go on, we make up rules. We talk about what makes a fairy type Pokemon, and yet we cannot see the X's and the Y's on these creatures.
I can see it. I can see it.
See them. But I can see both the X's and the Y's, and I can see all this other stuff too.
And I think what we're talking about is intent by the artist.
Thing is X and Y depending on the pose. And
yeah.
I saw the guy's arguments too, and like with Mega Camera Up, someone pointed out this Pokemon literally has an M on it. And he was like, nah, but look. And he like took the Pokemon to where you're viewing it from above and like drew a Y when frankly like I couldn't even see what he was saying.
Above.
Right, and it's like it's from above. Like we're of course if we take the design and we re-angle it, do what we want with it, get it to form a Y, it now forms a Y,
I understand that, but do we recognize that Yveltal is a Y? Can we all say that?
Come on.
Of course.
Okay. And we recognize that Xerneas is an X.
Of course.
As much as it is a Y, yes.
No,
Okay.
Xerneas. Yeah. Xerneas is an X. Clearly.
Okay. Now,
Obviously.
I don't
The
know
intent
about
is there.
this.
Its name starts with an X. It's for the
Oh,
X version. It's definitely X.
is the intent. That definitely is the intent. But like when its legs are like close together, it also kind of forms a Y.
But I think
Xerneas is
No,
but
but-
stretchy actually.
no, because again, and this is I think
all credibility is
listen,
lost. All
I think
credibility
this is
is
what,
lost.
I think where Taco's argument falls is when if you look at like if we're looking at the key art, I think the creators created X and Y, created Xerneas in a Voltal to look like an X and Y, and it's very clear. You can see that, right? Oh, you know what? Hold on. My argument might be gone because actually Yveltal is actually shaped like a Y in its key art.
You mean Xerneas?
Yeah.
Xerneas.
I'm getting so
Well, I'm
mixed
saying.
up. Yeah.
No, but it's got a thing where it like puts its legs out like this, and then it looks like an X. And
I
that's
think
the
it's
only.
important-
So I guess
That's
it's
the only
only
one that
second
puts its
perspective or
legs out
whatever.
like that, though.
I think it's important too to identify the difference between like the Pokemon is literally like God created Adam like in the shape
yeah.
of an X.
Yeah.
But like does it have like is there a design motif running through these Pokemon?
Yes.
Like for instance, the Mega Camera Up, Dusty, I'm putting it in the chat right here on
Thank
this
you.
Discord call. If you look at Mega Camera Up here, it's like, okay, I can see how maybe they designed this Pokemon and then an element was emphasized or arranged in a way to be like, okay, I can kind of see where we're getting like an X now. At least I can.
I think they're
Okay.
just. I think. Yeah, I can't. I just think it's a. I think a lot of them are just a stretch. I think maybe what I care about is the artist's intention. If they're actively thinking about it and they're trying to make it work, then that's great, and it's nice. It's a nice to have. But I just think some of them are a force. That's all.
So do you think that it is a coincidence that Mega Mewtwo X and Mega Mewtwo Y, Mega Mewtwo X looks more like an X and Mega Mewtwo Y looks more like a Y? Do you think that's a coincidence?
I think that's intentional. What I'm thinking about is, let me find one. I don't know. Metacham. Mega Magnetric. What the heck is that?
Oh yeah.
I think the key thing for the reason why people are upset with Taco, right, is that he said there's like the word all in here. Fans all. He did say pretty much though. That's
See, I gotta tell
he
you,
said
I
pretty
think
much.
it's just
I love it.
emphasized. I think it's emphasized more in some than others. I will also say,
For sure.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not super
my only
familiar.
point.
Yeah, I'm not super familiar with the what you would call it, the ones that were added in the Omega Alpha.
Sure.
So
Mega
maybe there
Beedrill.
was.
Yeah,
maybe they emphasized less. Like, I don't know.
Sure.
Well, he had used in his initial post Lopunny as an example, and that actually is one where I can
that one's legit.
See it a little bit more. And that was one that was introduced in Oris.
I think it's fun. I think it's harmless. I think too many people are getting upset. Jake, I don't know if you caught it, but I have thought of this before. Like, I think it's very common. I think it's very easy to start from the 2-box legendaries are very literally inspired by the letters of the English alphabet, right? X and Y and Z. Yes. And then you go, oh, there's a Mega X and a Mega Y. Okay, that's kind of cool. And I'm 100%. At one point in the last 15 years, I have thought some of these look like Y and some of these look like X. I think that makes total sense. I think that makes total sense. But what I've seen on Twitter, there's a lot of MS Paint scribbling to make something fit. And so that's
Well, and it's like, and it's pointing to some points, but not others. Like I saw with Manectric, they were like pointing to parts of its mane and parts of its feet, and it's like, okay, well, you're ignoring other parts of its mane and its other feet. So like,
but I mean, and I guess I can see that. Like, obviously, if you squint, it doesn't like you can then everything becomes a W or something, right? Like. You can make everything work. You can make everything not work. But I just think
it's stretching.
I really think it's a motif. I really think it's a design motif. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised because like you said, Dusty, there is already the presence of like X and Y Pokemon. Like they're there. And I don't know, the fact that there is a Mega Mewtwo X and then there's a Mega Mewtwo Y. Like, I don't know. I think it shows to me that that the lettering is present in the design ethos. So I don't know why it's such a stretch to be like, oh, okay, these were designed as from the ground up as Pokemon, but then at some point, whether it be in their pose or whether it just be in a small part of their design, you can see where this kind of like infiltrated the process. It's not that every single Pokemon is an X. It's not that every single Pokemon's a Y, you know? Yeah.
But there's probably beta versions of these designs, concept art, where they just look a little bit more forced, right?
Or a little less.
Yeah,
you know?
Definitely. Yeah.
Like in the case of Lopunny, it's like, what about Lopunny's design said the Mega form should have a giant X on its head? Right.
Sure.
So, that had to infiltrate at some point. Yeah. And the fact that there are and the fact that there are like Mega X and Mega Y forms to me says there has to be a distinction there. There has to be.
What I love is I forgot that we could be playing with the Z. So Manectric, the boys
or the
Z. A. Or an A. Yeah, it could be an A.
Or a dash.
Yeah. Or it could be a dash. Oh, that's the big one. That's Steelix. Mega Steelix is a dash. Oh my god. I think actually why this blew up is that you just got a lot of people in the comments going like, well, actually, that's the real thing, right?
Which
maybe that's what we're doing right now on our platform.
Rage bait works, man. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Jake, thanks for coming on, man. How's your birthday?
How's
your birthday? It's good.
Birthday's been great. What can you ask for? Just a nice day at home with the love of my life.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Right? That's right. This morning, Chip the dog, he was making me pancakes. He was. Oh my god. But I just wanted to just come in and clarify one thing as well before I bounce off. The dual screen device, really quick. Just some answers. Yeah, just some answers about this. So I think what's cool is that the dual screen has nothing to do with whether or not DS and 3DS games are possible on Switch or Switch 2. And I think some people fool themselves into thinking like, oh, we need a dual screen to have these ports. You totally don't. And on the Wii U, there was Virtual Console, which had Nintendo DS games. And you did not need to use two screens. You could have both of the DS screens on the gamepad at the same time, right next to each other on the Wii U. People forget about this all the time. You could play Pokemon Explorers of Sky on your Wii U exclusively on the gamepad. And the fact that the Wii U could do that, like the current Nintendo Switch right now could, and if you hack it, you can see this, can very easily play DS games, absolutely no problem. So
I'm obsessed
just
with
just
this.
in case, if there is no second screen, that does not eliminate hope. Really, the biggest hurdle is the fact that, and you all know this, the Pokemon games ever coming out on any of these platforms, NSO or otherwise, is way like that's the real hurdle to me, I think.
Yeah.
Because it's like we get the spin-offs. I think like this Pokemon Day, like we're going to get, new Pokemon games are coming to NSO. And then it's going to be like the pinball games and we're all going to be mad.
Oh, I want the pinball games, dude.
You want the pinball games?
I do. I play that so much.
Thank you, Soul. Thank you.
On
Voice
car
of
rides.
No pinball.
It's
no
just
one cares about
pinball, dude.
pinball anymore.
It's
That's
just
the thing.
pinball.
Dusty, you're just pressing L and R, dude. You're just
it's
flicking
cool.
bumpers.
It's
no,
nice.
it's no.
No, but you have
the little
to
Pikachu
get,
in the corner.
You have to
That's
get the
all
little
it takes.
bonuses, the little combos. It's the way you hit it. It's like it's not just like left or right. It's like there's like a degree at which like you hit the left or right trigger. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
You
Well,
feel
okay.
like shake the
when
machine
Pokemon
a little
Go
bit.
players try to say that they don't just tap a screen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
Well,
No,
lastly,
no,
I just want
good for
I just
them.
want to give some love. I want to give some love to you guys, and I want to give some love to the chat. You know what I've been seeing tonight? I don't know. You all have been talking. I don't know if you've seen it, but I've been seeing a lot of good-natured, fun-loving people in the chat. I saw somebody in the chat. Somebody in the
That's
chat
our family.
said people love to hate fun on Twitter, and I was like, and I was like, dude.
Oh,
I was like,
Amen.
what? Yes, like, why? These are all these things. Me, I'm coming on here. I'm getting heated. I'm getting animated. We're talking about stuff. I hope everybody knows. We're just goofing.
Yeah.
We're just having a good
It's
time.
for
It's a game,
Absolutely.
you know?
listen, it's been a busy couple weeks. A lot of anger directed at us. Probably
Yes,
directed
and
at
I've
me.
seen it.
It's stupid.
And listen, I've been out here. I've been defending. I've been doing my job, whatever it is. And I just think like the things that people choose to really get to them and like let get underneath their skin tells you a lot about the priorities of others and what's really important to them. And
Jake,
like
that's
Kate's Chaos in the chat says, for real, it's not that serious. And there is nothing more powerful than watching somebody else freak out about something lame and going, dude, it's not that serious.
Yeah.
There is
Right.
nothing more powerful than that. So I'm glad. I feel a lot of people in this chat understand that, and I hope nobody is letting it get them down. Okay, because I see it. I know how
It's a
hard
good
it is.
message.
Sometimes you get some hate directed at you online. I've been there. I'm sure you've
it
all
hurts.
been there.
It hurts.
doesn't feel good.
Yes,
No.
yes, indeed.
You go onto your Doom machine and it feels like it's aimed at you. That's awful.
I was having a bad
So-
Wednesday.
It got you on Wednesday. There you go.
Or maybe Tuesday. I don't even know what day. But yeah, it
Yeah.
was bad. It was
I
bad.
think it was Thursday, but yeah, I mean it.
Yeah.
Look, and also too, my whole
We all
thing
lived
is
through it.
that in doing this podcast, there have been moments that Dusty said something I don't agree with. There's been moments that Soul says something I disagree with. But guess what? Like,
What?
Lumi's always right.
what does it mean? Like, okay,
What does it
Soul,
mean?
you're wrong on that. Like, I think you're wrong. You think you're right.
Yeah.
So, like, what does that do?
as long as
you
we're
know?
nice to each other.
Right. As long as it's nothing like, it's about Pokemon. If it's nothing serious, let's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Jake, thanks for stopping by on your
Right.
birthday. I feel
Yeah,
like
man.
we got
Happy
a little gift ourselves. This is nice.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
We definitely did. Did you
please.
hear the words he just shared with
Oh,
everyone?
yeah.
That was a
Absolutely.
gift.
Wow.
100%.
Okay. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys.
Jake, we'll have you back on after Pokemon Day. We want to get your takes.
Guys, I'm so
100%.
excited. I'm so excited for Pokemon Day. Can I get a percentage chance of Mystery Dungeon?
10.
Oh, dude, I was supposed to mention that in my stream.
Euro. Oh, the zero cuts
Bro.
deep.
No, 10.
Yeah.
10%. 15%.
No, I think
There's a
the,
Y
like,
percent and an X percent.
there's a
like an algebra
which one's
joke.
the zero? Which one's the zero?
I said
Yeah.
0.
All right. Can I get a percentage chance on a game with a little action? A little. Maybe I
Oh.
press a button and the button makes me punch.
Actually,
like a-
Jake, can you actually give them
Your
your?
night will be featured.
Jake was
Just really quick.
Jake was hitting me with a crazy theory yesterday.
Okay, I don't think this is crazy. I think Lumi, maybe you will know what I'm saying with this and agree with
Okay.
me. I feel like from the Terra Leak, there was the rodeo game.
Yeah.
Okay, and then separately from the rodeo game, if I am correct, there is the Project Synapse game, which we didn't really know anything about, right?
Yeah, all we were told was like it was an MMORPG.
Yeah, and I feel like there were some wires being crossed. I feel like we saw way too much of Pokemon Rodeo in that Terra leak for it to all have just gone over, dragged into the recycling bin on the desktop. I feel like it makes perfect sense to me that a lot of stuff from Pokemon Rodeo maybe moved over into the Project Synapse folder. And it's like, okay, you know what? Right now, this isn't the right time. It's a little too similar to Pokemon Unite. Let's take it back. Let's go back to the lab. Let's put it in this direction, that direction. And then maybe the misinterpretation, I'm guessing, I don't think it's an MMO. I don't think Pokemon Company's trying to do an MMO. But I do think maybe an online-only game. Sure. And I could see something like... Yeah, and in the Terra leak, they said Rodeo was being planned as an online-only game. In the same way that I think I would suppose that Unite is. I don't know that for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would guess that. So I'm thinking there's a chance that something like Rodeo is still alive, bubbling beneath the surface.
And you think they could announce this on Pokemon Day at the end of the week? And would this come out? Would this be like would this come out this year? In 2025?
So my thing is, Pokemon Rodeo was in the Terra leak, they said it was for Switch and mobile phones. And the thing about like a mobile game is that it doesn't really have the same rules as like a full console release.
Sure.
Oftentimes it's free. Oftentimes it can just
Pocket.
Sure, it can hit the App Store or the eShop kind of whenever it wants. You don't have to worry about all of the stuff that you kind of worry about when you're doing a full market release that's going to hit store shelves. So in theory, this is the kind of game that you could put out and you wouldn't really be worried about it competing with this or that, and it would kind of just be its own separate thing, something that's now part of this ecosystem that would live alongside the Cafe Remix, the Unite, the Masters, the TCG Pocket, that kind of thing. And I do think that these Pokemon mobile game operations have been quite successful for them. So I would not be surprised if they were more and more interested in developing these, especially if these kinds of projects are the kinds of things that they could push more easily in regions like China.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
Dude,
absolutely.
I think, man, I don't think I gotta sit on this because I think I don't even know if I'd play it. I don't even know. Yeah, where did it all go?
Where did it all go?
Dude,
like, it was so far in. They had move sets designed for these characters.
Oh
like
God.
Rodeo looked good, man.
Rodeo, dude.
Oh, it did. Yeah.
So
The reception to it was pretty solid too. Like people saw it from the Terra leak and were like, "Well, dang, I wish this had happened."
Oh, I'm gonna be so depressed if we don't ever see anything like it. It's literally I just want like a real like Pokemon action game like so bad.
Dude.
On the
so
flip
bad.
side, maybe even like elements of it, the idea of like riding your Pokemon and kind of
I thought the same
controlling
thing.
the Pokemon while you're riding on it. Maybe that's something they plan on implementing with this, like something like the Synchro Machine or
'Cause it is
something
Game
Freak.
in
It
Gen
is
10
Game
or
Freak.
something.
Yeah.
And so, it's a thing of like, they're like, you know what, scrap this, because we actually kind of want this to be a big thing we promote in Gen 10 or something like that. You know?
Yeah. I was thinking the same
What
thing,
if-
but I don't know.
I mean, what if like timeline wise, that all just got pushed into that's actually like Legends ZA, like a huge part.
yeah,
of it.
bro. Oh
Yeah,
my
because it's
God.
an action game. Yeah. Absolutely.
Imagine it's already been leaked. That's insane. Those are the ride
Alright.
Pokemon in ZA. Crazy.
I'm getting some flack in the chat for the way I said where did it all, and I just want to say, listen, growing up in a bilingual household,
yeah.
it's amazing I can speak
There's anything weird about it.
It is amazing I can speak English at all. So yes,
Dude,
So,
that's a
like,
Jakeism. I've heard you say that. I hear that. I've heard that before. I like it. I'm like, oh,
it's
that's
those D
Jake.
sounds when they run together, because that's how you roll your R's in Spanish. So it's like, how did it happen? Where did it? Where, that kind of thing.
I can't even say
Yeah,
room.
yeah.
There you
Dusty can't
see
say
it.
room.
So you can't say room.
That's what I learned today. No, dude.
or roof.
Right.
Yeah, let's not make fun of the way people say shit. Right?
No. I'm
Right, Soul. Right, Lumi. You guys are gonna say that shit about me, right?
Whatever. Lumi says all kinds of crazy things.
Yeah, he does.
I do. I have my southern. I like to think of them as words of wisdom.
When you
but
say Mike
apparently they're not
could-
sayings that people think.
When you
Yeah,
say
when
Mike
you say
could,
Might
Mike
would
Wood.
kills
Might
me.
would every time. I'm
Wood.
like,
I get disoriented.
Is that
I'm like,
wait? Is that really not a thing?
You go, might would.
no, it's not a thing. We've never brought it up
would.
actually, which is
Oh,
hilarious.
I
but
think about it every
it's
time.
not.
It's a
It's so
thing.
just like from where you're from. Like I might would
definitely.
do that. You know, like I don't know. But
right.
Wow,
it's just
some
like, dang.
sandy cheeks up in here.
Ain't. Is that okay?
Oh my,
What, ain't?
sandy cheeks. That's hilarious.
Ain't and y'all.
I say
No,
ain't and y'all all the time, but
People
I'm from the
say
south. Though.
that's Southern. So I'm
Yeah.
like, is it really? I feel like people actually say y'all. and
Listen, Wicked is all about Boston. The movie,
Yeah.
Wicked. All right. What I want to
All
do
right.
now, Jake, thank you. Appreciate you
Yeah,
being
yeah,
here,
yeah.
man. I think
Yeah,
I think we gotta
absolutely,
hit a
man.
couple
Happy
super
birthday.
chats
Of course.
that I've
birthday.
missed.
Thank you. Enjoy your night, everybody. Today I'm begging for a new mystery dungeon game. Tomorrow I'll be begging for a new Pokemon Rumble. You forgot about that one, didn't you?
Damn.
One day we'll go back to the toys. We'll be punching and kicking. I swear.
I mean, I'm begging for rodeo
yeah.
like
Listen,
rodeo.
dreams. That's pure dreams. Pure
to
dreams.
become
All right.
Synapse.
Oh,
If I yes.
yeah. Jake
If I don't
actually,
see
Jake
you
does
all,
have a huge.
please.
Jake, you put up on your channel a massive prediction video as well, right? There's like
need to
5
watch
more days to watch that before it's
Before it's irrelevant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
But
but
go
yeah,
check
I
that
made
out.
a
That's a good video.
slideshow, gave a little speech. I mean, I think at the end of the day, really quick, just because I've got Lumi and Soul here, and I don't talk to you all the
Yeah,
time.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'm
sick of me.
really curious about like, we're all aware of like the Pokemon development timelines and like if BDSP finished development, that game comes out, all the people that worked on that game, like where did they go next? And I feel like we've talked about the like Gen 5 remake thing, whatever that game is, who knows, it doesn't matter. But like if no game gets announced or comes out like this year, we know like next year, I think we could all say pretty much lock in fall of 2026 Gen 10. If some other game besides ZA doesn't come out this year, I feel like all of those rumors and everything anybody heard, it's like it was all a lie.
Yeah.
Like
it's-
all
the
of it.
dream.
I think about it.
Can is that the conclusion that one must draw?
I mean, I would say I like to think because like with the black and white thing specifically,
Yeah.
the thing that I've said so many times on here is the interesting thing about the black and white thing is not even like if just Ku said it, I'd be like, yeah, it probably was bullcrap. If just Pyoro said it, I'd be like, yeah, it was probably bullcrap. But the weird thing was Ku said it, Pyoro said it. Soul, you've been cryptic that you've heard from another very credible source.
The other source is the same one that basically told Ku everything about Indigo Disc and stuff like that. So it was very credible.
Okay, so like you're hearing it from these multiple sources. So I feel like, the thing to remember, Soul, you always say this with leaks, is like, since leaks are things that haven't yet happened, they are always subject to change. So I would not say that it was all fake, but I would, like, the conclusion I would come to, because so many sources were talking about it, is I would just assume, like, okay, it's scrapped or shelved. And with something as big as a black and white remake, I would lean more towards
You wouldn't think. I feel like there's room for. I think there's room for basically that those people were fed wrong information. That's what I would think, because that also happens at a lot of these places.
I don't think, though, that a company that basically left their spare key right in front of the locked door, I don't think that
Touche.
they're capable of something so smart, though. Like, after the Terra leak, I'm like, the joke where people are like, oh, Game Freak's just an indie company. Yeah. After the Terra leak thing, like, the fact that, like...
They really are.
The fact that
amateurs.
They basically were that open does kind of make me go, okay, well, essentially... Functionally, they're practically an indie company.
Yeah.
I just keep thinking about how before Pokemon Day last year, nobody said, at least as far as I know, maybe you know better, nobody said a peep about a new Legends game.
Yes.
And then there she was.
Yep.
There she was right in front of us. And now I'm like, it's the kind of thing where I'm like, anything could happen, I guess. Anything could happen.
Yeah,
You know?
and that's what gets me excited.
Not only that, but I had heard the opposite, like just whispers of the opposite, that Game Freak didn't like making a Legends game.
Damn.
And that's like, which would imply, okay, well, if they don't like it, then they're not going to do it again.
Yeah.
But obviously that.
I feel like there's a lot of misinformation out there, and I think these leakers like the clout. And,
For sure.
And so there's incentive for Game Freak and the Pokemon Company to mislead, or like you're saying, to just change things.
Just don't think Game Freak's that smart, honestly.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think that.
Or
I
that
don't,
they would not to even give it attention.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's not about them being smart. It's more just about like, do they even want to do that work to do that? Like to actually go through all that. I don't know if that's a realistic idea. It's a possibility for sure, but
also too, I feel like the only. Like, I feel like the only way you do that is to catch where your leak is. You know what I mean? Because, like, Coup doesn't work for the Pokemon Company. Pyro doesn't work for Nintendo or the Pokemon Company.
Yeah, that is also
These people are getting it from a source. So I feel like the only reason, like, thinking if I was, like, a CEO and I'm like, okay, let's feed all our employees false information. Or let's, like, it'd be like to find where the leak is. It's kind of like when you know something's leaking, so you pour water in it.
And let him continue,
to find where the drop is,
Companies do that.
Yeah,
maybe. I feel like Game Freak's the kind of company though that they're so skittish with that stuff. They're like, we're just not even going to touch that.
Yeah.
Like,
the thing is, it might have been Nintendo, dude, because Nintendo has a reputation for doing this already. I don't know if you all are familiar with Star Fox Grand Prix. Are you familiar with this?
Oh my god, I can see where this is going.
A few years ago, all of these games media people published these leaks being like, Star Fox Grand Prix is in development, and turns out it was 100% Nintendo trying to figure out where the leak was coming from. Total fake game, totally made up. Yeah. So I wonder.
Do you know if it worked?
I mean, I am under the impression that it did, and just in terms of like video game industry reporting, the idea is that there were some pretty substantial Nintendo related leaks around this time last year, and by the fall of last year, those leaks have been completely plugged. That is the idea. Because there was the Jason Schreier reporting that Pioro accidentally exposed himself in. The only reason that Jason Schreier reached out to Pioro was because there was a Nintendo Direct that no one, including Pioro, had leaked. So it was this story that was about, hey, how come this didn't leak? What happened? And trying to figure out how Nintendo plugged those holes. And Pioro, in that story, kind of explained what his access point was. But a lot of people get that confused, and they think that like Pioro was leaking things and then Jason Schreier exposed him. That's actually not what happened at all. So just, there you go.
I'm keeping an open mind.
Yeah.
I think, where would like if it all ends up being fake, I guess you could say, I guess, damn, I'm being way too empathetic because I'm like, oh, well, I guess if the leakers got the wrong information, they were being truthful as far as their knowledge goes.
Or the leak is real, but the content is not. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I don't know.
Too,
I don't think we'll ever know. I don't know if we'll ever know.
The freaky thing about Coup too is like, this is, I think, speculation unless he's outright said it. But he seems to have multiple sources too, which is just kind of weird. And I say that because he's leaked some stuff that has nothing to do with the games before. I think specifically how he leaked the Masters 8 in the Pokemon anime. And, that's just kind of weird because, like, I don't know. So it's also
not a
like
game. It's like it's a different part of the
it's
a different
and so
arm, a different branch.
And so you think like, look, I'm not defending Coup as a person at all. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that he is a 100% track record, but I do think that he has proven in the past to have access to stuff. And so I kind of will never count him out until we get a substantial amount of time where he's proven wrong. And I don't feel like we've hit that point yet.
What is the, I'm so sorry to ask, what is the current Coup prediction that we're all waiting on to see if it's true or not? Or is there one?
I'm not waiting on anything.
Oh, there's nothing out. He doesn't
think there's really anything out right now.
He's gone quiet.
Okay. He said he seemed to riddle something about Legends EA last year, and like the hint to the riddle was Rogue. So like Rogue. the kind of fan like interpretation of that riddle is some people think it is a hint at a Mega Evolution for the Rogue Pokemon, which is Crawdaunt. but some people have also suggested maybe rogues are like the new alphas or nobles or something.
Ooh, that's kind of cool. That's a cool name. I was thinking like Mission Impossible or something.
Well, and it kind of works with Mega Evolution too, because something that Mega Evolution does is it like enrages the Pokemon. It basically makes the Pokemon go berserk. We know that from the Gen 7 Dex Centuries.
Yeah.
And then also, if you wanted to tie into the anime, because the anime does seem to be like playing around with a lot of elements similar to Mega Evolution, they've currently got like this item going on in the anime right now that like will make a Pokemon go berserk.
Bro.
See, if you say rogue, and I got to tell you, brain broken, I go immediately to Mystery Dungeon, which are rogue games. And listen. Rogue as like a concept has been in the hotness for a few years now. And it'd be cool if maybe there's a Legends ZA mode or something that has roguelite elements. Maybe there's something you go in, you start like I could imagine there being like a something in Legends ZA, like a part of the town that imagine it's like a battle gauntlet. You go in, you have no Pokemon, but you do have Pokeballs. So you have to catch the Pokemon you're going to use in that challenge.
So much fun.
And then when the challenge is done, you just like lose all those. But like that's it.
They also do that in Zelda. Yeah. There's like certain temples in the new Zelda games that do that.
That's true. You go to the island and you lose all of your tools. Yep, that's true. Yeah. That's true.
Maybe that was like another thing that he was saying. I mean, again, all we know is like the riddle was solved as rogue, so it's just kind of what does that have to do? But
some people still think it's like a mega for Zarude because it's the rogue Pokemon.
Oh, it's the rogue monkey. Zarude
rogue monkey.
Oh,
see,
that seems
rogue Pokemon.
That's crazy.
Wow, the Zarude seems likely to me. I feel like we're going to see that Zarude in this.
Yeah,
But how many Mega Evolutions are they going to give to Mythicals in this game?
That's a guess.
Probably a couple.
Especially outside of Kalos, right?
I want Mega Volcanion.
Like, because all the ones that we've been talking about are not Volcanion, are not Hoopa. Diance's already got one.
Yeah.
But they've been Pokemon outside of Kalos, which is just...
I think I could go through the entire decks.
And we know Melmetal has to get a Mega Evolution. Like, we know that.
Oh, nice.
Because I need it. Because I need it.
Yeah.
Leave me with the jolly vibes. As I log off, I would love the jolly vibes. Tell me your number one most not logical, most wanted in your heart Mega Evolution.
Pass.
That's tough.
No, Dusty. How dare you?
I'm kind of over it.
No, you are shameless. You are shameless. How dare you?
I think it would be cooler.
It's his birthday.
Give us. Oh yeah, that's true. Oh yeah. Sorry.
You legally have to.
In your heart.
Tyrantrum and Auroras.
That is such a base pick, Dusty. I love you for saying that, so I don't have to say it.
It's like it has to be two because they're like a counterpart.
That'd be awesome. And one looks like X and one looks like Y.
Okay, Dusty, but you get Legend ZA. You're obviously not going to have both of them on your team. Which one will you have on your team? Mega Tyrantrum or Mega the other one?
I think it depends on. I think
it would depend on the
design. They wouldn't get a new type. Probably. I picked Auroras on my first go round, so I'll pick Auroras.
Wow. Okay,
Laura.
I love it. All right.
I didn't see that one, but I like it.
Base.
I like it.
All right. Soul, you got one for me?
Lumi, do you have one? I have to think about it.
I have one, but can I mention my honorable mention first?
Yes, I would love. Yes, please.
I've always been preaching. I feel like these Pokemon, they aren't my most wanted, but I feel like Armarouge and Surledge are primed for it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Everyone picks two.
I've always said there are two abilities out there: Sharpness and Mega Launcher. If you look at coding, Surledge's signature move is boosted by Sharpness. Armarouge's signature move is boosted by Mega Launcher. I feel like it's perfect for them to get Megas into it.
Oh my god.
My most wanted would be this little guy.
Noivern.
Ooh.
Very good.
Noivern, I think Noivern, it's time to come back in the spotlight.
You know what? Yeah. I kind of want to add another pick.
Okay, please.
So my first shiny in X and Y was Weeping Bell.
Ooh.
And I've been using Victory Bell in my recent Leaf Green playthrough.
Yes.
I had a shiny Victory Bell in Pokemon Sleep before I put that down. I feel like I've just been having a really good year with Victory Bell. Like, I've been using it in a ton of stuff. And I don't know. I feel like that could be a really cool pick.
Mega Victory Bell could be like really cool. Like I could see them doing something where it's like a cannon. I could see them, all kinds of ideas.
Just a giant plant. That's it.
I want it to get legs.
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah, it would though. It's basically just a
That
giant
could happen.
bell
That could
sprout.
happen.
Just a giant
That could
bell
happen.
sprout. I love that.
I'm talking meaty human legs.
Yeah.
Oh no! No!
Machamp
And then,
legs.
then it'll, if you flip it upside down, be shaped like a Y.
That's
Yeah.
good. Yep, that's good. That's good. You're right. It's got it. You're right.
Like spreading. It's no.
It's
Oh
happening.
yeah. Oh yeah.
It's good. Honestly, lock it in. Honestly, lock it
I
in.
can't with this.
All right,
Are they
so
shaved or hairy?
I
gotta
think
be
they're
hairy.
shaved.
no.
But then, like, no, there's like a weird hairy spot behind the knee.
sure.
Okay.
I missed that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro.
You only see that if you like go to the model viewer. You know what I mean?
You gotta like the Let's Go.
I'm
Haircut,
so excited for the
cutscene.
Loxton explanation on why there is hair on one
Yeah,
spot
yeah.
behind the
Oh,
knee.
You see some
He's
kind of
so
plant.
good at that.
yeah. There's a type of plant that actually has.
Yeah.
I mean, most plants are
He
actually.
will.
furry.
He'll find it. He'll be like,
think
and
they
this
are furry.
actually the first time this plant was ever cultivated in
Yeah,
a garden
yeah,
was
yeah.
in Paris, France. You know.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Either way, Mega's growing legs is not out of the question. So we'll see.
Yes.
I mean,
So, do you have your
Charizard
Mega?
gets wings on its arms. It gets a second pair
Yeah,
of little
exactly.
useless mini wings.
I think my top one would have to be actually Archaludon becoming the Lumiose Tower.
That's big.
Dude, that
It's
is
just
cool.
so genius to me.
Yeah, that's big.
Like I need it to happen, but
No, I love that.
I think I properly completed the assignment.
No,
Yeah.
this is awesome. Happy birthday,
I,
Jake.
I have tons that I could choose, but
Thank you. Have a good night.
Ears, Jake.
Oh,
mine?
yeah.
The truth is in my heart, and I feel like
Dido.
the possibilities high. Honest to God, Chestnut. Honest to God,
Ooh.
just
You'll get it.
I feel like I know. I feel like I could get it. And then listen, if I'm not taking an easy pick, Muck.
Whoa.
Dude, yes.
Muck would be
that would be
sick.
so cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Muck would be cool, dude.
Oh yes.
Would it
I
get a
love
secondary
that.
type?
Just saying Muck
I
over
hope
and
not,
over.
dude. Just Muck. Like, and
Muck.
it's and
Mega
he's just
Muck.
more.
Yeah.
It's just like he's barely changed. He's just
He
more.
gets a new
just
type,
more Muck.
and it's Muck type. He's
If it-
poison Muck now.
Yes. See, that's
Yes.
good. If it was up to me, I would give him a third eye.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That could be fun.
Muck. 3 eye, because there's a thing in the Pokedex. I'm playing Fire Red, Leaf Green, and the Let's Go games right now, and like they're like, oh, when a bunch of Grimer come together, they make a Muck, and I was like, oh, dude. So you're telling me that there's some other eyeballs hidden in that gunk?
Yeah.
So
Oh, wow.
That's
let's
nasty.
get some of
It
the-
works with like radiation too, because like that's kind of
Yes.
the vibes I always get from Muck. You know, so you have the third
Yeah.
eye.
They
It's like
say it's
sludge that was irradiated.
it's something about the moon, like radiation that came from the
Yeah.
moon. So you could give it a little fairy type, get that little
Yeah.
moon connection going
Poison
in there.
fairy.
It gets
I think
bunny
that- yeah.
ears.
Poison
listen-
psychic for like the third eye thing with
Yeah,
psychic.
yeah. And they
I
gave
like it.
they gave Muck an Alolan, so you know he's like in the mix, you know.
Yeah,
He's-
yeah. He's in
So-
the mix. He's being considered. He's someone's favorite at Game Freak.
He's dude, and
I
Alolan
dig
Muck is a good one
Oh, yeah.
actually.
It is really
Kinda
good.
pretty.
I do like that.
Exactly. Okay,
She's a
now
good-
I'm
she's
leaving.
a good girl.
I'm leaving you all with a topic of conversation as I leave because I'm a good guest.
Okay.
And
cool.
and here it is. I'm dropping it in the chat right now. I just said
All right,
I was
here we
playing
go.
Let's Go. Here it is. The possibilities that you will be able to, like in Let's Go, some say the first Legends game, put clothing on your Pokemon. Discuss. Bye everybody. Have a good night.
CJ, happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
What do we think, guys?
Putting clothes on your Pokemon. I'm gonna be honest. I hope for all the people out there who want this, it happens. I've never really cared about this feature personally, so if it's there, cool. Probably won't use it. If it's not there, okay. You
Yeah,
know,
I
I don't care.
I think
It could
Gen
be
10
fun.
Maybe. I
It
think
could
Gen
be-
10 maybe.
It could be fun.
I don't think in Legends.
No,
You
no,
know
not
what though?
Legends.
Like, if trainer PR videos, which is like something we've kind of never discussed, but if trainer PR videos come back, because that was a thing you did in Lumio City, that would
yeah,
that would kind of work with, you know, putting clothes on your Pokemon. But then even then it would be like for Justin there, I would think.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm into it.
I miss having Jake on. He's so
He's
fun.
so good. He's so good. I talk to him all the time.
Yeah.
I'm always like, damn, that's a good idea. Come on the podcast.
We'll have him on this
and then he
weekend
changes the
for
subject
sure.
because he's like, I don't
Yeah.
have time.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, we'll definitely have him on. You know what? I feel like we missed a bunch of super chats, and I feel guilty about that. They just kind of
missed one.
We missed a super chat. We missed someone. Someone became a legendary member. So thank you. Let's do this. I just had an hour conversation with Noivy today. Let's plug the new merch. We got new merch. Legendary Aura is what we're calling it. Waiting for this link to load. Pretty bad example. I think it's my internet. It's not the website. We got this new merch. It's all Kalos themed. Listen, it's inspired by a lot of things. Sci-fi. It's inspired by steampunk. It's inspired by the last time I watched Blade Runner, right? I'm thinking about ripping, just chilling. It's inspired by the feeling of looking cool, right? Wearing streetwear, exploring a new city, right? How does it feel?
For sure.
Do you guys ever just feel like you're the main character? Do you ever feel like
No,
you
I'm
have that
definitely a side
legendary
character.
aura?
I
You're
don't.
definitely a side-
I don't. I'm
You're
definitely
not a
a
side character, Lumi.
No, I am. I'm like, I'm like the guy that you go to in like the second act of the movie, and you very quickly realize he does not have what we need, and you leave.
We ordered a bunch of this. We're doing Noivy is doing a photo shoot. I'm doing a photo shoot with my cousin. We're gonna get some like dope pics to promote this merch. We're so stoked about it. We listened to you guys. A lot of people were like, "Hey, I want a design on the front. I don't want it to be a pocket square." We got some little designs on the front. We got, let's see if I can find one. There is a bigger design on the front as well. Look at this one's right in the middle. And basically, there's a bunch of designs here. I love it so much. You can get the Kalos starters slapped on your shirt, on a hat, on your phone.
And they're coming out of the 3DS cartridges. The
Yeah,
best part of that.
And that was a decision by Lumi. I wanted them to come out of a GBA cartridge, but he was like, he's like, it's got to be a 3DS cart. It's got to be a 3DS cart. But anyways, we launched these a couple days ago. We're gonna be promoting these up until Legend Z8 comes out. If you want to look fly, if you want to look cool, if you want to support us, but also actually get something in return other than digital, other than like more content. I'm sorry, the dog has been like restless.
Because we got that too.
Yeah, you can get some merch. Support the show. Support your love for Kalos. Look,
You get like what, 10%
awesome
off?
photos over here. Yeah, if you're a member, you get 10% off all your orders. But I'm so stoked. This stuff's going to be coming in for me. This stuff's going to be coming in for me in a couple days, and I'm excited to take some photos. I'll probably do a little photo shoot with the dog. I think that's going to be fun. But this shirt is so cool.
You gotta get the dog a shirt as well.
Yeah. Noivy said he made this design or picked the blue color just because he wanted a shirt with this blue color. And I think it looks so sharp.
Oh, yeah, it does.
It's got Lucario on there. It's got Zygarde, the Legends, Aegislash, Noivern. So sick. Anyways, I just want to plug this. I want to make sure people know about this. We're very proud of it. I'm stoked to play Legends ZA, guys. I'm so excited. What are you guys doing this?
I'm excited for November as well.
Yeah. No, Seb, you don't get the dog. You don't get the dog. The dog's gonna. Yeah, Jake said he's ordering.
Wait.
Jake's getting a Chessman hat right now. What?
Hey,
You just said
Seb
what?
wants the dog. I'm saying how much?
No. No one's getting the dog. No one's getting the dog.
$1 billion you're not giving the dog.
So here's the real story. I took him
what
out
I thought.
earlier. He's got to go out again. Let's just say that.
Okay. Cool.
And so we're gonna end the
He peed on
stream.
Dusty, guys.
Thank you
That
guys so
sounds
much
good.
for being here.
I'm distracted.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everyone who showed up and donated and supported us.
Beautiful people.
And
Shameless plug. There's a Lumi Presents tomorrow on my channel. Go watch it.
Oh my God, dude! Yes.
Wait, what?
No, so
Yes,
I didn't
so-
even know about this until I happened to ask
Did you say the
Lumi
Lumi Presents?
A Lumi Presents.
on
You're
Lumi's
doing a
channel.
Lumi Presents before the
Lumi
Pokemon
Presents.
Day Presents?
Yep.
Oh, heck yeah.
Dang.
Go to Lumi's channel. It's right here. YouTube.com
Presents.
/ Oh wait,
Lumi
what?
Presents.
I clicked Lumi
Whoa.
and it went
Clicked
to
my link
Hidden
and
Power.
it went to Hidden Power.
Nice.
Wow.
That's good. I love that. We got a Lumi Presents right here on his YouTube channel tomorrow. I'm stoked about that, dude. I can't wait for them to know. Oh my God. And tomorrow, this is the biggest thing of all. Tomorrow, we are dropping 3
Sparta,
episodes. 3 episodes with Birdkeeper Toby at 6 a.m. You get 3 episodes at 6 a.m. with
That's not true.
with
We don't
Lord
have
Keeper
any
Toby.
episodes with Bird Keeper
Lord
Toby.
Keeper Toby.
Lord
Keeper
Toby.
Toby.
Lord Keeper Toby.
And when you go to Lumi's channel, he's got a pretty big announcement. No spoilers.
Definitely catch the freaking Lumi presents.
I know.
I can't believe it. You needed to promote that more.
PM EST.
Guys,
You need to put it on your Twitter and everywhere else.
you really should.
I always forget to post things on Twitter, man.
He's nervous.
Who did you even tell? How did we know?
He told me.
I put it on my YouTube.
I
I did
don't go on
a
YouTube
community
that much.
post, and I also did it as a premiere. See, I don't go on Twitter that much.
Yeah, that's probably good. Dude. That's
Yeah.
probably good. I'll say this.
It's why I'm happy.
If you guys are new,
Mhm.
make sure you subscribe. We're almost at 10,000 subs, and we will be live. Subscribe, because on Pokemon Day we got a massive stream in the morning. We're gonna do a big stream in the afternoon, and we've got a pretty much, I think, a stream every single day afterwards with some
Pretty
really
much.
big YouTubers and creators. Jake will be back. I'm sure Lord Keeper Toby will be back. There's a lot of people. I don't even want to spoil it. We'll spoil it next week. I'm excited. We got so much content on the way. If you guys, yeah, I don't know. I'm just yapping now. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. See ya.
Peace, guys.
Bye.
It was fun.